don't be a
Ma'am, Eba, say.
Me quarter to so. Bla toilet be no krom ha say. Ana me se me toilet. Me do na blends in never be me kutu pa hono so be kan won ye. Adan. Sa toilet de bia ene me ma kutu so na be ma se ni. Mo toilet krom pa say krokaka kan nyina toilet ene e fan ya wo hoyi. E ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so. Me kutu ya no so ba kutu me nchen. Adan nchen na ya sa. E ta me ne ko sa toilet kon.
Oh, dear say me ko toilet so afo so de me. Oh. Eba sa me so menya dai o se me so tranche na me so menia na mo ko tonje ono nu afusi adem ma ba ton so me so menya dai me ba so to se ba ko be mi nyina mi ni ngum ho mi ti ni ngum sa o ko to so ba no esinchen so ko te se abrim tua so ani
na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bi ana
dabi ebu ha o enza to te se to de bi a kef du bu kef na o ba ni so na to o so to te de Obi a toilet de what the na wa de cost na say toilet na do toilet de me ko akọ ne ya caref toilet de ye si bia ye bu de caref ne atare ntensi ndu bu caref na oba na sisi we na so mo kre ma na ha bo e ma na ha ye what is your toilet so ye ba ko pe e fa ne kwankwan ne o ba ko no oba si so no me si so what is ndi toilet de enwum nkwa de enyina enwum nya ne abom comme je besie abana ntima besi bia ma enum manisa
empanifo kan wo mo sa aboa enwa wo hwe ne husu ya ye fra no wotope no kura trodo no wa opoku jamfi wa bin adwumam wanyin aba beye otope opo national
asampayetia obanyansa fuso wo bunye won kana asam te mafutu sam kakre wa supeme yo Kofi Amoah woman amani ya mama enyi baby akọ wacha ta ya wareni onsom wanini pa asade pa
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
Free and oh, yeah, make catch you on away be more.
No person will grab a sponsor of air moment near the back air and the more then and I send out to air there. I say Yana Kowari small girl. Only the digit any cake. Oh, I say David. I say when Yana, I call her a nice, beautiful young girl. I want to say Bible and no credit. We are henny there. I say we not get tobacco, little sweets, a langajwa. No more desert cook lekeno. Into Yana, I mean, it even shows the species in Yabon. You're saying Dagbon. Now there's relative a lot of peace. Because Yana started marrying little girls. What started adding little girls to the repertoire.
Yana worry little girls in
what makes a man live long? My dear, do baby say Winche. We be Yachen, when you be 75, 18, or when you be 16, 18, beer. Opo, why we say King David no? Why do you think King David is the most revered king in the Bible and Osonya Mini? It's our ability to have little sweets at his old age. He was still a man. Me sure say no fucking caliber. No wonder it has been a very because the man was strong till then.
It is what are you trying to tell us? Because Yana and why are you using Yana as your stake this morning?
No, Yana is one of the most revered kings in Ghana. And what's happening in Dagbon? over the past few years.
And why then
some small little girl my many woman be
news no way.
News in wom Ghana web.
Okay, okay.
A boho poti yana
Dagbon overload. Yana Abukari grabs fresh young wife.
Exactly, fresh young blood. And can so many
blood. Also fresh young wife.
Is she not young? Doesn't she have blood?
The overlord of Dagbon, His Royal Majesty Yana Abubakari Mahama II, has married a new wife, generating social media debate in view of the circumstances under which many believed it happened. Now, mynewsgh.com has cited pictures of the king and his bride on social media amidst controversies through a secretary to the Yana Abubakar Rahman Mohammed, who has declined comment on the matter. The 90-year-old king, wow, so Yana is just like Abraham Design, or we are 90.
Yes, 99. Sarah was 90. Abraham was 99.
Abraham was 99.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Sarah was 90.
So the 90-year-old king is confirmed to have added the mother of one believed to be in her mid-20s.
Yes. Yeah.
To his numerous number of wives at the palace at an event recently. Sources revealed that the beautiful young lady is a native of Savlugu, Nakpahugu Fon, in the Savlugu Nanton district of the northern region. It is alleged that the lady in question was already married to one Rashid, known widely as Birabia, a native of Karaga, and that his wife was snatched during a visit to the Bewa Palace whilst attending a wedding in Yendi. But the new bride, now queen of the king, has denied allegations made by the father of her baby, though admitted they were in a relationship. In a video cited by mynewsgh.com, she disclosed that their relationship ended abruptly because Rashid impregnated another woman and there was no way she could accommodate a cheating husband.
So he had
now,
to go for a 90-year-old
we loved
man.
each other to the extent that I got pregnant for you and even gave birth to a baby girl. You refused to take steps in regularizing our relationship by marrying me. My mother invited you and discussed me going back to school 2 years after birth because that truncated my education. He bought items in readiness for marriage, but to date nothing happened. We later heard that he impregnated another woman and claimed until she gives birth he cannot go ahead with the wedding with me. It's been 3 months. The other woman gave birth and nothing has been heard. I heard he is he's even married to that woman. I have no relationship with him or whatsoever, she revealed. Enti what to acquire research on Yana Waria, Wawari young girl, and then the best starting program.
90-year-old man decides to
Wawari 24, 25-year-old girl. I'm so on the mid-20s.
Exactly, it tells you that, I mean, like David Bema, the opposite unyin cha, unyin kakra, so when you're little sweet, young blood, never running through your veins and arteries. I mean, I was inspired. We said, we say Bible, baby, I make a Bible. I said, man, I'm a bit awkward. But when we say Bible, you know, Bible, you know, when you're at the age of 90, you need a fresh 25-year-old girl to really make you feel good. I mean, Charlie, life, but me live life so seriously. You see, I just want to. About any reasons in the M120, it's not really part of my stake. Although somebody can tell you why it doesn't have a head, why it doesn't think. Obviously, reasons why someone doesn't think for the moment. But the more you read, the more you say, "Oh, you're not snatching. But snatching is easy, cry. On your one because he's cheating. On your, you know, be brave. You decide to join the bus. Now, like I say, I chose this man because
what, Eric?
Yes.
Eric is saying, look at the smiles on the face of Manichu. Hey, Manichu loves young blood.
Exactly. Now, what make Bema there so moja? Young. Once you connect your tube, you have to have young, fresh blood seeping through. Like a way. I mean, my respect to Yana, my respect. Not me penasem the no fair, but 90 to take a young, fresh blood. He only motivates me that there's a lot ahead. I don't have to be stressing these days. My second David and I King Solomon. I mean, these are great men. See a bomb and uncle for sorry to tata mom. I mean, we are Bema menstrual. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Just Bobreye, because we have fresh blood. No person in chance, so I should be part of your activities before you die. Human activities.
No person in you should be what?
You should have a fresh blood, like what Yana is doing at the age of 90. Opo, a lot of men pon do one. You see, we decided it's also an engine oil. I said car the bounce head that the bamasa and so more fresh oil. So nipan so there it's not easy. So the only way is to get another fresh oil, then fresh person, fresh blood, and put it in you. I'm respecting a power. There's a reason, there's peace in that bone. Obi any ajo that bone. But small boy don't want fast because the old men they grumble snatch it. Omunya and then omunye young fresh blood.
Where David did any view?
Yes,
but David did the Obana man him feel.
Yes,
but David did I mean there are disparities though because David did the end there. Not David Uriah was still married to
only a different. Yeah. I know David and I said mad David there. Mbasem there born before God because say Masem your born and David and Solomon. Jacob, they shouldn't have come near the throne of God. Crab. I say God. Oh yeah, of course. Mbasem there, Bible with there. I don't subscribe personally, but there's no way you can convince me say I know there yet because Paul I mean Paul is not bigger than David in the Bible. But the truth is, Paul said, exactly because he did not. Oh no, one worry into can but other people are warrior and you're born. So I don't think he came to condemn those who believe in polygamy. But what the point I'm raising here is that once you really Bathsheba at the end of the day, it's just one story. But David never looks fact that up a young blood. So Baby won't cry the 18-year-old girl turning chain. Yeah. Now a man is also a stroke chain and 21 fountains a man or she said Anopa young blood now went to me and find that the end is nigh. So the point here was that tells you that David was doing little sweets. Well, I mean you can postulate as a Bible theology. Now read the concordance. The concordance gives you that leverage to really see some of the things that Bible into me illustrating with vivid examples. And say how me interest by say is it true? Is it true? Into ya now we know now confirm me at the age of 19. Which mean a young fresh blood in the mid-20s. Maybe young person 20 man make I know what the guy say she will be next man to 24 there. 24 do somehow. Come and see 90-year-old man doing 24-year-old way. So I mean my interest this morning is to just lighten the face of men who are thinking that into me old age may then because so I mean you have some of these things lingering on your brain say Charlie me old age there but be inspired. Be inspired by some of these great men that all you have to look for is money. Pesike now what you mean entabe 70 80 90 they just go for young fresh blood.
Manucho Magandi Maganda Gaucho Margarita Lamalina Mempame Wasam Worcester Massachusetts Walking Encyclopedia. Why am I being mischievous?
You are being mischievous. Remember the sermon at the Gate Galilee. That's what say it is true. It is so beautiful. It is true. It is true. I'm part David here. Solomon there and the Bible and capturing him because the man is superfluous. But the no papa there, no papa is the standard. One one there no. Virtually no. Yana has really inspired me this morning. Me read the story now. Me hear my morning devotion council. Bema there at the age of 90. If you
read the Yana story now your morning devotion. Say right, the mami's we do 90. I mean, 20-year-old girl.
Exactly. There should be light at the end of the tunnel for me. I mean, no woman. I mean, this at 70 years, no boy at 65, but better crap. I'm not so sure that a woman will do that at the age of. Because that time they nembeni or just about graduation, send your baby or but not just said the man there. Oh, time. That is the time because when you're not putting them very close, they will say that more apart. They from Ujaf. That's why they from Ujaf. Ujaf Aba. Osha. Yeah, you would grab us, son. Yeah, more nicknames.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, but yes, Popolopo. Yes, Yankasopo. Yes, Popolopo.
No, man,
Ujaf Obo. Chaladena Ujaf, you're careful. It's a little sweet. To keep the number 4 say Mr. Jemfi.
Goodness.
Hey Mr. Jemfi, stop that. Why are you hating me? I'm more inspiration. For me, that's why I'm inspired this morning. To tell the men that never despair.
And the bar studio have no pain.
Yes.
Because Eric Krasu who smiles will be that.
Oh yes.
Who say you are not taking 24, 25-year-old girl.
Yes. Na me say we are said yes. Say Bible you know crap papa. Say sometimes people feel the stories so in CBO mobile phone in the Bible, cars in the Bible, but which say what David did no, it was the right thing to do. When you need a small young fresh blood. Let's Ketwa there. As I'm friend in Ketwa there. I say Ketwa, I say ye de. It's very young. I mean, Be inspired as men. Just look for money. You see how they build your legacies, build your dynasties. Just keep your focus.
You see how Unyandu 19 is all your day.
Oh, now you see how they build a legacy. Yana is able to do it because he has what it takes.
Wow.
Well, David did it because he has what it takes. Solomon did it. Oh, before you do it.
But the examples you are giving, Charles, to say not just him from Kwani to me, because you are giving an example of Solomon, David, and all the other kings.
You see,
and then yeah, now why you be? And I say, "I can watch them." No,
the spotlight is on them. It's only they are the highlighted ones, but everybody is a king in his own right. Once you make it in life, you are the royal priesthood. You are the king of your house. You make the right decisions. The family revolves around you, even to your extended family. Once you're able to make it, you become so. You are kings. And you ascend the throne, but you are your little thrones.
You bet me and you now, Manucho. You are king in your own right.
My own space.
No, I for Udi 90. No, I for 20-year-old girl. But I just said, 18. I just say be a news na Emma news. Other man for say.
I'm about na joke.
Na joke I just say.
Yeah, some no care no about joke and when you see Keviata.
Ah, obi say na joke.
Exactly. When you see Keviata. Now I say.
I'm person who say Udi agran as one year.
Exactly, but the story is
no, but the news is the Manucho kind of penny and Yana within 90 years.
Yes.
And if you just joined us, we just read the story. Oko Ghana web crowd Dagbon overlord Yana Abubakar grabs fresh young wife.
Exactly.
Story ni say Yana wari obafu fro or mid 20s or early 20s.
Yeah, by 22, 24 crowd also. I mean sometimes over from 18, 19, 20. But beyond 21 there, that age, I say fresh and juicy. I say more there. I say very fresh. And yeah, my Lucy. Oh yes, he has a lot of wives.
So I say what added to the numerous wives. Number of wives at the palace.
Oh, say Lesotho.
Yeah.
Can Miss Swati
Asambo man.
Exactly. No, Akasa.
Yearly
event, but you see, I don't know. So last time counts no about 13. Maybe I will add more to it. Nigeria see all the big men. That's why I call them chiefs near the at those ages. The little ones will make you live longer. And I'm on check. But for now, they just build your legacies, build your dynasties. Make sure that at that age, you can't at that time, no cry for Baba, Madam, for no watchman or Kofi Kitwebi. You know, girl no reporting or no, because Baba, I did why they are no police station. I said, child, I did when they are now, you could this one shame. Oh, Nitikanti, when they obey, you could this obey them. But so do legacy I mean, it is legal.
When you do it, it becomes news.
Exactly.
To say the Yana the Ghana web
it's being adored. That's at 90 there when you are young blood. Everybody is happy for the man. That's why I want people to be happy for you. See, I'm only encouraging men that one yisika two nyinche kind of the I mean, people will even herald you. Like I said, ne fresh ne day. I mean, I'm only here to encourage men that light is at the end of the tunnel. See, I don't waste time chasing waterfalls. By the time you are ready, the little ones who are not yet born will be there for you to, at your beck and call, to let you grow more. Little sweet, not for anything.
And now see David, Obi Ukraine, the 18-year-old girl, cartoon in China.
Yes, say, so to me, Koyanko Benyache.
Gonya day.
So to me balance no fire. Anka live longer. Auntie, Sana Bible chair say. I mean, there's a reason they give me a little 18-year-old.
I mean that was say they felt to say that was a way.
Yes.
Or maybe to say stroke in the
exactly.
Because say you need to reactivate
your brain.
The brain.
Exactly.
Any arteries no.
Exactly.
Arteries no a connected the blood no supply. Until I had to say lighter. Why are we now?
Exactly.
So they felt to say, oh, because on say Bema or Ban and my Bema, sorry.
Exactly.
It's Emma David, another young girl, and TV or tricenco or erection, and then obey me electrify and what me sorry.
For we students can you make job easier for me? Your defibrillator. You are the very defibrillator. One of the biggest words.
Yeah, Mr. Dawson now can what Obechoska studio
exactly. Or Makanasem.
Also Broska or Broska live on camera.
Exactly. Oh, it's no na defibrillator. I said
the camera so na man for chair.
Exactly. Mo say makasem na be ma wu say nyina say mo bom mo fa me the second branch here the second. Yeah, mama me the second. The first na dey ye si na wie o se odi ne hene. Say be ma dey. That time no na na dey se ubo. Ye the young girl be se ubo na che say and modern day ni aye time machine be. But it's like you said, your brain has electric energy. Like tiny tubules. It's virtual to activate it when you're young bladder. Opo you can't activate it. I show you stroke, you hemorrhage or wadrimu. For me, I'm only advising men that men can't say anything here. But nyasa areshimene say when you're 70, 80, 90 the ones which are not yet born are the ones for you. We did just say Yana Dagbonra. Can you imagine what happened last night when you're in a young fresh blood, just 22 and now 24-year-old lady? I mean, Opo, life is good. Life is good. Be inspired. I mean, you are still building. He's about twice your age, and still no crown 24. Can you imagine the sweetness that will come? See, men should be inspired this morning. That Yana has opened the way, and it makes the story about David the one true story.
Yes, I may please let Osofo preach.
Exactly.
Nana preach.
Exactly. Nana Bakrani. You see, the women even know this. But sometimes, we are a little jealous into but those ages, I've met a lot of women who say, me, after 55, 60 years, I won't be jealous over my husband. I think the man will even need it to be activated all the time. Man, we won't sort of but
man almost
but those ages, no say man is Mr. Jenfi, Mr. Poku Jenfi. Now the man is always happy because he's getting himself recharged every now and then. But more yeah, no one say they be a bomb, wuja for abeshede mo, ya boy bomb. I mean, you have to be always be lightened up. And Bible can never be. Bible told us the truth. Oh yes. What Yana has done at the age of 90 with a young, fresh blood. Exactly. It tells me that the Bible is not correct. And we are all kings. People say you are him for. The royal priesthood, the royal kingship. Once you believe in God, we are in your own right. We are all kings. To be inspired as men. Oh yes. I know because
I want to more flow.
Exactly. When the sermon is good, you can see that people are saying that there will be some few
message
exactly there will be few sambalats the more baby
Tobias and
sambalats. I mean they are everywhere, but I mean the core of the message is that it will trickle down to the hearts of people who believe. And I'm not I'm not saying now, so the woman should understand. So what's when you're 35, 32 there? You're normal, the man who you do say no, but it's still his fresh blood. I want to do say I don't cash it. Newspaper cry. You can't wear a pepper for kind. You can't hold one
daily graphic, no Ghanaian Times, no new crusading guy, no daily guy.
The next day you get a new
chronicle.
Exactly. Make are those Yana inspirations at the age of 90 or mid-20s. It should tell you that, I mean, God is wonderful. Certain things you can't run away from, and it is very normal. We say a normal 90-year-old woman.
God is wonderful.
90-year-old woman cannot go for a 20-year-old boy. I mean, it can happen. Although the economy door, but entire normal.
Yeah, man, penny for the type.
Exactly.
That Nigerian billionaire now so far. Actress, no.
Exactly.
Regina something.
Regina Daniels.
Yeah, Regina.
Exactly. And it is good. It is sweet. I mean, for me, they just be inspired. But we a bear man. There's time for everything. Just make sure you have money and you grow till you are 70, 80, 90. The little ones are for you. It will be signed for you. Signed, still delivered to
Welcome, Frances Punamani Yadase and Anabasi. Good morning, guys. How are you? How is your day going? Frances, you did in Eric say the dreadlocks crew, East Coast's finest. And then he says, I love the relaxed posture of Manucho. Eric. David Agwanyaga answers Mami Aba Namwa I don't know Mami Aba Nkuma. I see today's weather would have been very suitable for Manucho Magandi's sermons if he were in Ghana. Please, my keyboard is faulty.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now what then I'm told that I mean
I see Ghana and Frances and so support to here.
Yes.
Frances cried or say I swear.
Yes.
Hey, not just oh
yes. Just me. Someone in Australia, everybody who knows me knows me.
No, let me just not just
yes. Missy Mache. I mean, I've been teaching sexual reproduction.
The way Mami Abasi weather no.
Yes.
The way Negan and was see never done. I no fin
for my sermon.
I can say. We may kusu
no fin.
And now Ghana.
You are planting 5 million trees a year, so you are no more going to plant trees. You are going to sow seeds. You see, I know the answer and trees in bed doors too much. It's another for seed sowing, so that we can whatever has life must be sowed. Would be unquantified be germinated until we expect people to. Oh, but they know me. I've been teaching sexual reproduction for like 16 years. Until I'm say. Course and come your professor.
Christopher Doche says, I'm thankful and grateful to God to see you kicking this morning. Akpe Namau.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, thank you, God. Nana Kotoba for the Nana Kotoba for the 4th. Say IVF 4.
Oh yes.
IV say 4.
The 4th.
Nana Kotoba for say, was the girl sent to King David 18? Was the girl? Sent to King David 18 of years, like he was trying to say, "Say girl now,
when you're 18 years,
18 years didn't come out King David
exactly, fresh." Obiantiano.
Mami about say let us also preach and Eric say Manuchu, I will give you my future daughter. Why
exactly? I mean, they are in there. They are in this. I mean, we are.
Eric says the
future daughter.
Onioba.
Yes.
Now Bewu Baba because wow Erica was say miensa na
3 kids.
3 boys.
Yes, 3 boys.
To also okwa kopim so benya ba.
Yes.
Nti bi kura na obekwa kodu 10.
Yes.
Ansa no wanyo ba.
Yes.
Nti saa time no na wo so wanyini kama.
Yeah, no menya baby 75.
Nti so odne baba be ma.
Yes. I mean the intent alone is enough. Will take me to
the intent alone.
The intent alone. You see, I'm somebody that believe in intent more than action. Why Jane say sin and person me I mean, man proposes, God disposes. But why Jane say no crying enough? Or I'm a manager for life. I will not trade him for anybody under the sun.
You were talking about Ohinina also Africa now.
Yeah,
but or Swaziland, not Lesotho.
Oh yeah, Swaziland. Can we Swati the third from Swaziland.
Swaziland. Yeah.
Yes,
and also your smiles has given you away.
Yeah.
You like Manuchu's topic today, pa.
Yes.
Mami Abasopo, you look shocked. Yeah. It's actually true though.
Yes. I mean, this is one sermon. I mean,
Mami Abankuma
was over crank country.
Mami Abankuma can be the anamaje.
Oh yes. Psychiatricness. So him said the brain needs to be stimulated. We never 75.
But say and next take you kind of
Oh yes.
Some crime can David.
I've supported with facts from the Bible, from science, from I supported it. That and then so there you have a story. Exactly.
I see. A free year part of the world.
Exactly. A true story.
Yana is 90 years. Yes. And he's taking another wife in mid-20s.
Exactly. To help stimulate him. Yana will be more than 100 years. I can confidently tell you the man is going to grow. She said
he's going to live longer.
Live more than 103.9. He will live. That man will live. Trust me. Believe it. People might think that manicho. No, but this one there, don't joke with it. See, I mean, just build your legacy, build your dynasties, have it. Let your kids. When I know, Muka said, "This is my dad." Your both Dina and Kovon said, "It's a name that is established." Me no call Ice SWA. You call Navani family. What you say? Yeah, this is a great family. They made it. They are up there. Then go for the little sweets. Tell me, you see, your motivation to even work hard and make money and grow is that the little sweets will be offered to you at your old age. 90, 24. I mean, I mean, Bitterwood near the end. You don't have to worry about the rest. And I like the way you put it. Mbanema Bema, sorry.
Yeah,
Bema dear, naturally, no. You have to get up because there's a woman. Your brain must be stimulated.
Yeah.
Blood must rush into unusual places so that they can have enough strength, more than an excavator, to stay strong, to be the strongest organ. Until you need this little sweet at that time. Life will be good, Opo. You need problem.
On those psychology, action potential neurons.
Exactly. They need to be stimulated so that they.
I know Bema near bar like I know they stimulate you.
Yes, exactly.
Until your resting potential.
Exactly.
Until na Bema say on your bar share. Okosra when. Then you come descend. That is where in psychology we call it resting potential.
Exactly.
So
you need those stimulators
to explain the David scenario.
Exactly. That's the brain had to be stimulated, so they had to bring the stimulants to be sparking back. Into Yana only confirmed what we've been reading, we've been hearing all this while, just like Miss Wati. These are great men. You can't fault yourself, and you have to aspire to be a great man. It's a lovely sermon, but so from Kancho. I mean, the reason why you should be blessed this morning that you've joined us at this table to discuss this very important announcement. That Bema, we should be motivated that there's light at the end of the tunnel for us. Now, let's build the legacies. Let's take care of our kids. Make sure everything is on point. Be the best that you can be. Be the most responsible person you can be. Be very, very responsible. My luck is that all the friends I have around me, when it comes to being responsible for their kids, they are so much in tune with it. Maybe Mama Charlie, you don't have any reason not to take care of your kids unless you don't have the means. And no, make an effort. Once you are eating, once you are wearing clothes, once you are going and coming, you find a way to take care of your own kids. It's where we are. Now, Bompani, 70 years, 80 years. I can't wait to be from someone to remember your sermon about 50 years ago.
Into another man which was taken, and now you're superfluous.
Yes.
And now you see action potential, right?
Exactly, action potential, energy.
What's the action potential? No, you say, when the neurons, so send the information down to the axon. No, man who say something did there.
Exactly. See, everybody should be inspired.
And the resting potential, when the neurons are resting.
You see, the women even agree. Obabi any Jenny say, "Warren may take off your case." Now me to be 65. You're from a Mrs. Beautifully. Obi abomi dian him say respecting him say, "Oh, this is Mrs. Manucho." That's a woman's joy. But those ages in the don't cry to me say, "I know 1 year cry."
Okay. Maminka couple of Kofi Amoah, thanks for joining us on Facebook. Mobile no share. Ken Fredericks are joining.
Oh yes.
Now saying Osi Oba no ada.
Exactly. It's been a time.
Osi no wonder you are my brother.
Yes.
My kids, dear Allah.
Exactly. Take care of them. I mean, do everything to make them great.
Yeah. Nana Bafo. Nana Bafo. Yeah. Osi Bukali the second. Abubakari, born 1939 or 1940s, known as Gariba II, is the current Yana traditional ruler of the Kingdom of Dagbon in Ghana. Yeah. So he's 82 years.
Oh, okay.
But the thing says, or 90.
Now, after 70 people, you are allowed. You don't have to be. Where was 80? Oh, so, David.
Yeah, but Ghana web story, no, I don't know, but Ghana web story, no. Also a 90. Don't
worry, so whichever the man still qualifies to have a little sweet. Whichever way after 70.
What Eric? You really like this topic. We can see it.
Exactly. It's a good topic. It's a sermon that is worth preaching on every day.
This topic, they say a story now.
Exactly.
And I Manucho Defa
Exactly.
Say David did see you watch Bible deep.
Very well that.
Yes.
Oba we have fresh blood, fresh wife. It's you see there are lots of pros. There are no cons in this. Negatives no sha. Positives in here more. We say Beman crop if you on TT mungo nimbaso na ade because nimba no nyinyi. He's so happy. He's so elated. Na wo jafe den man eni jesa no hwe. Na wo nim no ebo for obeshe white PCC at that time Beman say white. Into piano and say yes. Mr. Poku Jemfi never. That time opponent na Shayen Kebium. We were from Mr. Poku Jemfi. We say yes, average say sex and orgasm. We do. Then they will be coming close to you. So Charlie, don't despair. I mean everybody now don't despair. Sometimes when timing is everything, don't start too early.
Okay, when start too early. Just me answer me check Yana age. Almost say disputed.
Oh, okay.
82 now.
Yeah.
And now
he's a brother.
Google I know now, but I'm say a disputed.
Yes. Say I mean the 82 fine those times and they didn't have this
yeah
until sometimes
Bukali the second, known as Gariba the second, is the current Yana traditional ruler of Kingdom of Dagbon. 1939 0101 January 39, 82 years. Age 82 years disputed. Yeah.
Yes, but still I qualify. I mean after 75
Ghana were before the woman on 90.
Yes.
But yeah.
After Bema we are 75 now is too strong no John. I be assured that he is having some little sweet somewhere or stimulating the brain when you're fresh blood.
Into part there's a Bema.
Yes.
Ono there wadi 82 ko and now wadi 70 ko na when active and I just say
he doesn't have a little sweet.
Ni omo yirenom te ho omo yiremu a omo aware dada te ho. They are still active and they are still very happy.
you see, I didn't find a dichotomy. A bit more on my near testify. Sometimes people don't want to do it in the light. Like now we know for again could change and baby or funny as a wife. So that when your legal license to be using all his life. It's a bit more on my dichotomy. They are outside the bracket. I will not say that life there are no straight paths, especially when you're dealing with human beings. The answer is always complex. Human beings are not like machines. What the gun jumping share hack, the best sparky, with 2 iron sparky. Nipa there, we are even twins have different anatomies in there because science is still knowing. That's what makes God. Nyame. We try to justify it with a film knows and it doesn't really wash. I say be a footballer being it should be good. Or idea or Argentina, so idea or Barcelona, I don't know idea. You can give all the theories, but that's what make God. Nyame he can only explain it beyond the measure. I wouldn't say even fall out of the category though, but there can be a general trend. Generally men need some of these little sweets when they are old to stimulate their brain and give them fresh blood so that they can be happy all the time.
What about women?
And grow all the time. Women actually take it from their kids. Then they are having, you see, naturally that little yes.
But remember their fresh blood 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
your own kids
24.
don't even want to have some big discussions with you. Naturally now normal question they man answer say what from class say uja for your hard dream or from say this weekend remember I mean to remember my busy say oh you know those things natural. But me assume me 18 years you are digimania. I mean it's servicing me everywhere. It's making me feel like a man. See, man, that's where they find the inspiration. No money in check. You see, we are saying the open chat. I mean, at that age, now will grow. Opa young fan in research work.
Oh, so I can.
Oh, obenya chepa. Well, minimum 110. Minimum 110. I mean, hope say within 2 years, or saying another little sweet. Don't say, and I say about more than 25 years. Oh, I say younger. Sometimes they are old but still sweet. But between 18 to 25. I mean, you have everything you can ever think of at that age.
No.
Oh, what can I mean?
No.
But topic we know, papa. Let's say Bema Nyinche. No money so J.
Ken Frederick say
life should not be boring for them.
Ken Frederick says, Allah, I just got home 5 minutes ago. But today, the Manucho has always been my man. But today, the is massive. I won't sleep. Men that. Because we see life becomes boring. Life should be a roller coaster. It brings back the memories. At that age, memories in your but you see, the generational gap is big. I saw most of the young girl who have modern ways of looking at things. Baby cry, phone styles are being in a white penny. This young girl can give you all those styles that you can desire. So that you be nyache, just that be moderate. Sometimes don't overdo it. And so cry, you might fall short because they are old dog. There are new tricks there and time fat. Come on, you not changing new tricks and easy. Only if you're able to adapt to these new changes. But the bottom line is that let them be there so that at least you can have some fresh blood, fresh thinking, fresh way of looking at life. So that be nyache, so that you will not be bored too. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not if life that's how you see life, you will not be happy. Body way body way and then let it pain, let it sweetness, let it way the type of I won't say it stimulates you. Nanyama things are getting down there and they are coming up. Body way at that age, just confirmed. And yes, our prophecy saying yeah confirmed no. And you're able to be prophecy, but you're confirmed that those ages get fresh blood. They are the ones who will let you live long. Amen. Oh my goodness, Manucho will never.
And thanks for all our friends, Cherish Ranson.
Yeah.
Any topic we dia na me share your viewership na me say I say me tomre mo be trace kana me your topic ni ye. Me for document me say kweku ba ko. Me more research work on this one. Research.
Another Ghana web for story
oh yes.
Ghana.
What I've been praying for now be me say me here a typical Ghana make story they support it abatrese a
point and say
yes.
Yana by next year,
yes,
next 2 years on some from
exactly episode be 130 years he must sort of sun in the engine oil kakra just so younger one I saw it's a King David. I mean if one person I agree will live for a long time it is this.
Okay, Nana Kotoba for the fourth.
Yes, it's a
Nana Kot or the
brother power.
Or him and I say yeah the dean
or your way. Kokofu omudia konja.
Okay. Or say I am not waiting to be 90. soon to be 43, and the 18 and 19-year-olds are making me reduce my BP already.
Exactly. Anyway, maybe I'll do that research too. They'll start early. I want to say research. Say 90 will start. What if I start early? But you see, because you are married with kids, and leave that space for them to grow. Because the kids are not be more but those ages in there, what brand new? It makes it beautiful. Because you see, I need there. So make them let your kids be bigger than yourself. That is progress. When Ben do I would do, I mean, who said that is not progress? You will die with your knowledge and everything you've made. But when you move now to remember by a tour, that is progress. That is how professors in life. Professor Chawa, they are now to me. Prof, or tell us IQ na ejuma. Say my topic na say. Be I can say maintain that, but I can check me tell no. My IQ takes over, and I can even know it better than you. And I bet you make a be your IQ takes over. They know better than me. Your GSS and another for them in the class. Teacher to me a change of subject. Now sorry I can say it's wrong. And he accepts. Near work and also the age should have been divided rather than multiplying. And a square root, no catch says at that point, IQ is working. The child's IQ can be higher than the parents, and sometimes it is good. It's wrong. That is how you have to let your kids be. Your kids should know better than
starting early.
Early no what disadvantage.
Now 18 exactly.
When your kids are like 10, 15 years. Exactly. Yes. Because in Kitwa then one problems also, because sometimes they get frivolous. They are very exuberant. They are exuberant in their way of thinking. It's all poolside. Was it 80 years the poolside near you? I said me kotina we poolside will tatsnak near the say na me show monam me sang kolasa be. You have to also be doing the little moves when it comes to all those things. For me at 43 you might start, but me advise it for very good reasons. Man topic where your topic was
Benjamin Ando beside question. Ben say please brothers, are you going to discuss the Minister of Defense on £15,000 per hour plane renting for the president? Yes, it's part part of our topics for Facebook. Ubon say in video now and I is streaming live now. The topics are, we always post the topics for discussion on
so
daily
you can
basis.
Equally read and have some
say issues now about discussing Ando, that is the answer to your question.
You see from 10 to 11 you release stress kakra. You enter 11 near Chelsea highway no so where there are no traffic lights. But Ghana say me do baby it puts us over the edge. When no na till 11 therefore we fan cabra bomunsem how men should grow, because Ghana say na sure mama.
So when are you going to talk about how women should grow?
Martin said this Sunday is Father's Day.
Exactly,
baby auntie.
In fact, I even have to see it today on Ebimu social media handles.
Platforms there. Father's Day.
And when you have sites near the out on they try to send you some song even Chelsea official website.
They try to bait you.
What present are you giving to daddy on that? And Mama will say Father's Day.
But Mother's Day exactly. It's after Father's Day I'll come and tell you how women should grow.
Father's Week.
So
you want to give it to fathers.
This is for the men. I mean,
that's why Yana has taken another wife at the age of supposedly 90.
Yes.
You for their story
exactly.
I know the old age, 90 years.
80, 90 put there. I mean, in terms of anatomy there, it will be 80 very weak, will be 90 very strong. We can pardon us, but it's good. Sometimes we try to get close to the precision to the fact. Because when you leave room for gaps, at the end of 10, I can say 15, so they go 20, and the soil becomes distorted. So it's a very timely intervention. That at least, if you want to see a research now, no one say, wow, no one say it's 82, but
I know you also started 43.
Yes, 43. 43, too early. As an expert in sexual reproduction,
Nana Akoto for the fourth.
43.
Sexual reproductive or reproduction, right?
Yes.
Professor.
Yes, exactly.
Or say 43 too early.
Too early. When say Ghana na yen won't tell me call UK I saw a phenomenon at the age of 43 and some of them are even grandmothers and grandfathers, because almost 17 on college there by 17 18 and wow, and it's in a way it was good because so be 35 40 years now none in back work college and I've so not time to enjoy life, but unfortunately we start around 25 30 35 it has 43 all other things being equal, your kids are less than 20 years until they need that fatherliness and stuff. You don't have time to go and
focus on the kids and give them life,
a better life, not just life. Let their lives be better. I mean, they do say, and I love qualifying them with adjectives because everybody can grow, everybody can have a life.
Everybody can have a life.
Exactly. So it will make us even fools go till 60 or 40. So it tells you that it's not a reserve for only the wise, but make sure that you give them a better resuscitating life.
So you are qualifying the life with better and resuscitating.
Resuscitating. We are proud. I'm born Papa Dio say, this name show run the name has some weight put on it. Into me dear minya. Anka, you can fall out. Sometimes we are winning about be whipped in line. Your parliament, let's be in line. I mean, we might all not be right, but let's be whipped in line. When you're 60, 70 now, make sure, you see, I put a cap on the woman's age. Make sure your wife is like not less than 55, 60 years. If your wife, sometimes I like to do the reverse so that I'll because we'll be worried about at some ages. Exactly.
More.
I mean, all other things better because magni termini are the one all those things until we timia for some very good reasons. You make sure that
age requisite.
Yeah. 5'8" is okay. Not to say Obane Nyuncha Okrampo and I mean modern science is changing. All these things are but timia 5'10". With my parents it was 10 and it was beautiful because my mom looked very mature then.
They said the yana dia we said no
yana dia ni when you know person wunyin cheno no akofa little sweet. Now they are
saying the person wunyin chen from the start. I mean from your research that you are sharing with us, if yana at the age of 90 can go for 20 now bwana and they say what me fan say 50
yes
wait me for about 30 and now 35
no
and now 40 mom here
yana still has old wives so no more bob brand call you you come on maybe she I'm not be surprised or about when you're 80 years or man and then start here you should always have that one. No say people are meant for people. Nyankopon no be with 20-year-old no so amount say she's also destined to marry an old man to have a good life. There are some women in this world they don't have to suffer and some of them
sports be more
sports so about
about 11 about 11
yeah
is why ya na story we almost 1 hour
exactly but say Bible on me say omo na obre ya ba bia na say me na bre na ye koje die na Bible on me say obedide nti omo na omo little sweet no omo suffer okware ya na at the age of 19 no she's just
na bibia ya
be sure say next week go Dubai akwa shopping I mean bibia wo ho kwan wo ho so she's also making an ultimate sacrifice to offer young fresh blood to take all the personal effects in this world to make it easy for her. It will be easier for her in life. Retired Jana Daniel Senior. That's how it is. A lot of women envy her in that regard. I mean, use advisedly. Say, a billionaire husband. Why not? Who doesn't want a billionaire? Okay. iPhone 12 if you buy a brand
about 11 so
sports kakra. I mean, sports kakra.
About 11 what
you should satisfy every maybe you'll be perfect that way for
us satisfy sociology.
The number to 020 to further information what frame me here continue off air.
Unity Radio 1039 of Abosi now with all work and no play make jacket double Abusia you nua ba ko bi otie pa hwe de bia wo Missouri your friend no scored Safo or see sa segment we na ye no any can caliber or eno na any can caliber e boa no tin blood pressure because Ghana ansem ne bi ho a wotia na o se kura afem na wa bisa say eti yempanimfo yi say no msi dwina o man no ho enti when we do such things na e de anigi aba na manfo ani age na Manucho talks a lot despite the fact that I know dia grow any and a lot of the things he says here na manfo say etoda no my di na mhwe anim sa a lot of the things he says are true. You know they are life
real life issues,
real life situations.
We don't have ideal world. Life is a roller coaster. I mean,
and now I'm go back to me psychology, mission, action potential, resting potential. You know,
when we are in school, we learn them academically, but when you come out, you professionally apply them. That is the transition. Sometimes Ghana a problem. No, academically people are good, but professionally they don't translate it. Into people say they be a book, but they don't know how to apply it in real life. Into when it brings back to the okay, there was a reason a man should do younger, little sweets when they are old, because of action potential resting place.
No. Neuroscientist.
Yes,
action potential. No more from a spike.
Yeah. It says spark the whole thing in you,
and that's an impulse.
Exactly, because we are the brain is an electrical, a complex electrical way. Because human impulse is in here.
nso uti hɔ na tisa wo kan ya na say bia ne old wives just like you say, but as you say with the younger wife, obenya spike,
exactly,
you know, the impulse, because
even it will trickle down to the others. If you say first I'm grow one chance, sorry, but you see the little effort them they don't need to one spark. What I say push start
what generated
why proper servicing when you're young blood by proper servicing also man what say yes, the machine is now in retrofitting. Why retrofitting? To be all the parts look new, everything is new.
Car or accelerating. I say friend say coil, right?
Yes,
coil ne plugs no ya utia so I was
say e janum ba papa exactly
exactly
what's the saw pen him come out you say.
And with that I don't say me ko Ghana bia I go to Toyota so the only yes exactly foil
yes
and plugs you don't make a foil coil and plugs yeah exactly. No matter how brand I'm not insinuating that.
No, that's
may can't to help your equation.
Exactly.
Scenario na make be afo so.
See it as you adwuma mu. Obia ti the baby no so na adwuma e na adwuma. Then the boss bet me nya problem they solve it. Nti ye we adwuma ye bon komo na say we drop na no ye be ko a. I don't think it will be fair. No, it's just a caveat. I mean, issue or honum. Well, you be me issue or honum. Say sometimes you know it's a job you are doing. When you say juma, me know you juma me ye juma. Well, who say any na na do akoma be di echi. Sadia.
I do be ask test no kwan.
Me issue answer before you think I've thought. Answer me we na masa answer a lot of questions. Say, did you really mean them? Are you joking? Are you this?
Hey, I want us. I mean, but your mom, test the man. Are you serious? Are you joking?
So, just
I grow. Sometimes it. But the news is that Yana has taken a new wife.
Exactly. The facts are still in.
Yana has taken a new wife. Yana worry about for Frawadi. Also in the mid-20s. According to the Ghana web story, Yana is pegged at the age of 90.
Yes.
And now taking a new wife. So that is where Manucho was trying to use the Yana situation to compare that of David.
Yes.
And I saw Christ. That's also all right.
Yeah. The Saul story have not been really Solomon when I'm say Madie.
No
so yeah, Saul and Basem the say Bible, but the great men are Solomon and David. I'm not. You see, I'm on my pen ban and your Bible highlight your muye. No, I'm Sonya Mini. I'm Sonya Mini. I mean, you know it. There's no religion, there's no Christianity without David. And even in Islam, they still believe in the old prophecy now.
Yes, David, as seen and used to be Fraba.
Exactly.
Who was the prophecy who was coming through David.
Exactly. Now the 12 tribes of Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob and 4 wives. I'm not sure if 12 tribes now still Christianity holds on to. In the number 12, the Benjamins, the Josephs, in the way. It's important that some men are supposed to give us a lot of wives and a lot of kids to fulfill a prophecy. Oh baby, I believe presidents now they have been made because they are. So me papa. Now me a 4th wife, now me a 10th child.
Yeah.
One say wow. So assuming the man did just one, this child would not have been born. You would not have had another Einstein, another Obama, another this. You ask me I should be in Islam, your friend kun fire kun. Kun fire kun. Kun fire kun means that operating and then
there will be no sports. It's already like 11. Okay, and welcome Eric Amoah, my big brother. How are you doing, Eric? Who's Woody Abusian Micham, Richmond Jobin, Yadawasi Sewa Journey, Kofi Baswa, Ken Fredericks, Christopher Doche, Chris Sewa Manas Resa.
Oh yes.
And then David Agbanyaga, Samuel Asari, Eric Kwacho, Hinima, Frances, Yadasuchi Obiu. But for those of you texting Manucho, sometimes we need to bring some laughter to you. You know, and Bibiana said, we find it to World Cup,
yes,
you know.
Yes,
when we get to the serious part of the show, those are the issues coming from Ghana that we need to social part. Manuchu, your friend Manuchu's stick.
Exactly.
Was shisha. But
I say
and coincidentally. Any yana kushai yana edi infie ediokron according to Ghana web story no and waware oba yeso afi no nya mfie duonu and between 24-20 I'm say or the mid 20s. So 24-25 yana manucho ka trickle down say oh afi no waje Bible edi pa because David Mostly David, now or decent. That time now was the 18-year-old.
I think Bible says about 80. Yeah, 80.
80,
yeah. Bible says about 80 when it was 80 and way, but people can help us with the actual dates.
Okay, and it's another Manucho.
But he was old. The emphasis was that when he was old and about dying, they took a young maiden virgin to him to see whether he'll be able to kickstart, whether best start to be alive, to breathe some life into him. But when to me. It's a purpose. When say Bible are recording, you be recording beyond emphasis. It's telling us a life story for us to follow. My advice is that you check. But yeah, you should try there. Yeah, 40s and late 30s and early 50s there. No, we should build our legacies. Our family should be our focus. No, and then I say 43 they could start it. No, I would.
Yeah, I said a person was starting.
Yeah, and another for go to the 4th. A person starting. So, sana me catcher. Yeah, but play a little sports. I mean, this show is an emporium. Without sports, be intimate count. You for 15 minutes in your sports. You enter the realms.
Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo Sunawe. That was Manucho stick. Our Debramo Anopa Bia 9. Just like I repeated. And I keep repeating myself. Yana akofa a year for fro. And no na Manuchu Eddie ne komo bo. But before we move on, you knew Nchebi be quick. About enipa ya brabo ayebo rich way to school nti anopa bia on say tenasia ye the word of motivation at the bremo motivational message na Manuchu get ahead of us because ya na story ne hia no.
Oh yes,
into one transfer crown was started because also to the bull ready no who ya na story say ya na di 90 akofa 20 something year old girl 23 24 25 I'm say mid 20s so even 25 cry and then ya say ya na for Philly David Mudi ni bi o Bible enti nani age tie na wa me start show no say yes your structure no but sometimes I mean things happen and we you're so rigid and so stiff say chinchina no that is the show it's for you the beya the here say putogum hwegum ni na akokwan sen krom and then no che it with Manucho's taking it here and motivational message no. A tiger doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep.
Oh yes.
Shashe Zach.
Yeah.
And a cancer asem. Nti ene de person no che etiawani say. Me man for jomo dwenfa ho no. And for so ma onye ne man person be. You don't please people.
Yes.
Live a life. Live just like Manucho said, live a life.
Yes.
Be yourself. But in all things be good to others.
Yes.
Simple. You know, and yes I say amount for opinion no and kawunhye ema and coil wuntina osio any sanity dia na wata ma na oburaman for I mean sarcastically
yes.
Na oh yeah the enyenko a say oh, I don't care about what somebody thinks about me no but what we are saying is be yourself because the tiger will eat the sheep no matter what
yes
onim say oh yeah den kra odwan no onwuna dwen papa mfa no ho da
exactly
that is what we mean
yeah
obi a ompo asem no ompo asem Uya den enya ne feda. Uya papa kro beten ne bone. That is what we are talking about. Until they keep doing papa or keep being you like the tiger eating the sheep. That is naduani anyame boma no. To ya de obedi. Nti Shashe Zach say Jata right tiger Jata.
Tiger
Jata right?
Yeah. Jata lion.
Lion. Sebo.
Yeah.
Sebo onfa adwena odwan wo ne ho da. Because when him say odwan penasem odwan nwuna adwen papa mfa no ho da because when him say the baby ushana obere no that is our motivational message that is to say be you be you and be good around people and only in crash some reach out to school
be you is that you have believe in yourself and be you believe in yourself that I mean you should focus a story is being said about to be on a banam with a donkey Oma kwalati and donkey so no be una papa penny no nam fom na ne ba mom ti so
donkey so
no say me ono tan so ba nam fom na wo penny what donkey so ba ketwa ne nam fom edu bebi no kra na say yenya na anti for wis anam so mo say yo na mo de donkey na mo nam fom na donkey ne so na mo no you see virtually the man ended up getting very miserable because he kept listening to the opinion and thought of people.
In the story no share first people no say na akwala ne te donkey no so no say papa wa say papa na oba young guy ono ne ho eden no ono no mom te donkey so na wo ba akokora na onam fom na papa ne yi akwala no na akwala no mom be na na papa ne tena donkey ni so na wo say nipa kro ya foforo say hu no say papa ipa wa adwene nye na wo ba young guy no mo no mom
to say na wo
no mo no mom nam fom na wo te donkey so sa na atie nti papa ne tie ha nti eventually omo mienu nyina enante fom na omo kura donkey ne de ko no obi ensu hia no na papa wa adwene nya na donkey is supposed to transport people na wo ne oba mienu nyina mo kura donkey na donkey ne mo ne donkey ne nyina nam fom
exactly there was a point kwa mutu nya atina so no moko obi say donkey abwane bre mu mienu nyina aba nipa de mu nyambo amu abuse mu animal rights ni ade. You see, so virtually the man ended up miserable and not doing anything, but there was maybe one simple method he could have followed through to
just like you said, give your life a life better than what you had. Exactly. You can insurance last summer me can say say wa bakrum ha na wa be school na wa fam bia hu how a college financial aid tier buasa oba obeyi na free into bon so be man step ahead
of the
college because when we school na fe na obetua oka ba oba no wia ontua aka bia into bon say ono start adwuma obetumi abobra and obetumi akona nimu ntem
exactly among the colleagues no kwan pon obenya sa head start nti by the time they get to 2 it's already at 4 sa na tie I mean and it's beautiful nti na be ka insurance asem say wo call college na near 60,000 wo homo it is because 150,000 cry you have a 60 or 70,000 already nti that is what a parent
the amount for
say about
provided you know what you are doing is right,
and besides is their opinion. It's not based on sometimes in fact. Maybe I make a one moment, but two no. I may admire the power. It may be quite a favor. Obitie one will budamo, obitie one son wine. If you don't let them always follow through for you, what is called self-confidence, obi say arrogance. The car drive not me for by bitim, obi say me a good Samaritan, obi say me pemba. So virtually the same action but different
opinions and interpretations.
So don't let them weigh you down. Yes, sir, you will be confused in your own search. Now, cause obi me shower. Now which may I say that's the opinion. I mean, you should know yourself better. The first line of making it is you yourself and what you believe in. Your dream should scare you. Once they scare you, you know what the crown will say. I'm sorry, it's not easy to be a DMP. Person me a DMP chroma there and end up. Person me a next practitioner. Person me a CNA. So your people's opinion should not dictate your life for you. Answer, you lose out on everything humanly possible.
Well said. And then Manu try showing your pon crash is your viewers near listeners. Benefit.
We love them. See, it's a family. We are happy to have a new listeners every time.
Kwesi Usu say
yes.
Congrats, Yana. Yes. I support polygamy. 1,000%.
Yes, a very good.
100
1,000%.
1,000%.
Yeah, it's a brother from another man.
See, even in the Bible, God blessed all men who married more than one.
Oh yes, and that is the truth. That's the harsh truth. If you're a believer in the Bible, you don't have to have an opinion on this. You just have to accept and say, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God." It was a very good morning to you.
Because it's in
Ohio.
Ohio. Ohio for you, Chama. Because my Unity Radio only baby Ohio.
Exactly.
And I catch say Uncle Play Store. Uncle Play Store. Android phone be used to be wait me download the app no Uncle Play Store. Now I download the Unity Radio Worcester.
Yes.
Unity Radio Worcester. Mo muteni na Worcester. Mo ayana mo delivery. Mo say mo Lincoln soldier for na se oni ade mu nya West Boyston ni ade no. Pacho download the app no Unity Radio Worcester. Our Play Store. Uncle Play Store se see am no kasa ya. Oh, share Facebook or download the app. There may be sometimes if you are now drive you can watch video because it's not advisable. No, there you can't say oh driver share video no because it put your life at risk.
Just listen.
About download the video app no. Play Store. Now download the app no. Unity Radio Worcester and you can listen to our show Monday through Friday every morning 10 a.m. To 2 noon. But the attendance say. Winter banner yes Sunday your time no best
yes
we go with the time because about your time is news no Ghana na had 2 p.m. no about 1 p.m. So the news will start the 12 noon news this year start 8 and about start 7 to 8
exactly.
So we will start the show 9 upon 1
9 to 1
winter ni nyama any there we are keeping
we are dynamic. I mean we are like old men who are fresh virgins. You have to be able to still use them effectively to our advantage. That's how it's a very good morning.
Yeah, Tiada Munina says Moba no more share video no na to me have a wonderful discussion and think about our country called Ghana. Unity Radio 103.9. There's like I say my rich go to school or no other room and on the show or the motivational message brain and then or say Sebon unit Adwenia Ujan Ewofa no ho. Into don't let the opinion just like Manucho you gave us a perfect scenario and then the scenario bia is intact.
It's intact. I say when you size and
efficacy. I say one size fit all.
Exactly.
And now you see one size fit all approach. Exactly. You see the Yana story, you know how you incorporated David's own.
Exactly.
So David Diana motivational message I reach you to the brain.
Yes.
Wako fast scenario a man out on the body donkey nam. One man my perfect scenario.
Yes.
So live
your life with it and you'll be smiling. I mean that is how life should be. That opinion should not dictate your happiness for you. Yes, Anna. There's a reason they call them opinions. They ain't facts, but Sana more Jane. You listen. Sometimes you can pick some one or two, but don't let it dictate your life for you.
Yeah, sure. We're done on there because and then also person swimming.
Oh yes.
We are more beautiful days, sunny all day.
Exactly.
And Raun said the weather, the temperature was high, but it wasn't sunny. It was cloudy and partly cloudy, exactly. But at night is sunny. So see, I know because we are not sunny. It's going to be sunny, and even mostly sunny. And we are not sun, and now pure summer. Wow. 8 p.m.
Wow.
Even at 8 p.m. it's going to be mostly sunny.
Then that's
temperature no maximum 74.
Wow.
Maximum 74. But sometimes the temperature can be high, but the running
exactly.
But then the temperature is 74 and sunny.
Exactly.
Right from Anopa. There is no indication say in Subet or nothing. In say Jeremiah Noah Jr. any Jeremiah except Omukosumi. Just after the show we have to take them to the pool. And now I'm from school. So and now
it couldn't come in better than today.
And then me
off. It's an easy one.
Time almost school.
Yes.
They get up early, prepare, have their breakfast and sorry na ka omo ho. They say time no soon yes o ma minim say ya dundum alarm edinya ne omo nti onim so be obeda time no soon ya be hwe ye dem ho.
Exactly.
At boxing yet them what they did obaka stadium. It's
not easy. The transition will take time.
Yeah, it will take time before
after 1-2 weeks then they will just slow down again.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't even sleep early.
Time normally sorry now.
For now the body clock is still working intact.
So that is how the weather is going to be. 74 maximum. Right now is 70. Lowest temperature we'll have for the day will be 60. And that will be around 11 p.m. Worcester 11 p.m. But right now 70 maximum will be 74 by now. If you want to go to the beach, if you want to swim, if you want to do some activities with Oma and now yourself, you want to have fun, today is the day. Beautiful day. The sun will be out there and the weather will be fantastic. Dan Auto Repairs 45 Fremont Street Ura Dan Swadaruma and now also a cinema day weather report Anopa Bia Yetumi de bro. It's now 19. Manucho, you have just 11 minutes to do analysis on sports because then your time Nikopa. So we can have say call us near for more time. Time it be more fridge now. So I think na audio the last audio from the deputy minister of deputy minister designate.
For
Duker.
Mireku Duker
for lands and natural resources.
Yes.
Man emrene contempt kakra. Because and the program the way we see and the can sponsor, but just like you said, you have to satisfy the Euros.
It should be
quickly Euros and France,
Hungary, Portugal, France, Germany.
I don't know if you want to go into those games quickly. Because I say
Italy, Switzerland.
There'll be league matches in Ghana today.
Oh, okay.
And the midweek matches
exactly.
Has Asamoah Gyan.
Legon Cities.
Legon Cities.
Yeah, never bueno. Maybe you can say that one. Which mean 4 win. I think yesterday's game, I mean, Group F has been touted as the group of death.
Yeah.
For everything, Hungary are supposed to be the whipping boys.
You have 9 minutes to finish. By 11:30, we should start with the politics.
Hungary are supposed to be the whipping boys, and true to. I was really impressed with their general output. Once for a greater part of the game, they held on, and I mean till the around 86 minutes.
But my infant to a team for himself a match, and then about 3 games.
Yes,
first half, full time, Russia and Finland. Yes. Until Russia share Finland 1-0. The second game, which starts off at 12 p.m. Turkey and Wales never ball. Now about 3 p.m. Italy. And it's Switzerland. Italy, remember, I'm gonna ball first game. I'm gonna win it 3-0. Until if they win today, they are through to the next to qualify. To qualify because Finland they lose.
Yeah, virtually. Not better than Russia to me. I think the Hungary supposed to be the weapon boys. Next to the Portugal. I was not impressed with Portugal general output. I mean, the results is not a true reflection of the game. I mean, the goals came in the last 10 minutes of the game, and it tells you, Bernardo Silva, he had an awful night. Watching him, maybe reason why Pep Guardiola really wants him to go. Now, Bruno Fernandes also, he has some nice shots at goal, but when to me I said that and hold it on. I mean, a lot has been said about him. The effort against bigger oppositions near there. It looks like he's more cut, even in club football. He's cut for these little teams near there. Do those big matches,
high-profile games.
He doesn't come to the party, and that is what really happened in this one. Generally they did not really play so well,
but they did the needful.
Yeah, and the last 10 minutes they had it in their way.
3-0.
There's a player who came on, Rafa Silva. I think he had a wonderful game. He came to replace Bernardo Silva.
Yeah,
and he was
Pep Guardiola one start player.
Yes, he's not a bad one at all. And what share the third goal now? You
combination between him and the maestro Ronaldo,
Cristiano Ronaldo, and
the goal monster.
Yes, and he sets himself. I mean, this is his 5th tournament, and he scored in all 5 tournaments.
First player ever to do that.
And to see last 5 tournaments means 20 years, and he was never a screw on the bus. He transitioned as a young child, or born a skillful, playful player. He got into the middle, a very good predator. Say, once he's in the box, he tries to Ronaldo to score. And I say, what about that ultimate machine? Say it's so efficient that but where it mattered most, he will come to the party to play. So I think Soviet football, I should be stated. I think Ronaldo has done well for everything modern day football.
Yeah.
Messi is the one you can compare to him. And yes, I think he's done well over 20 years span to still be doing well at this level, to be the oldest player to score in some of these competitions and be one of the highest goal scorers. It's good for his confidence and everything. I think he did not have a brilliant match, but he did what mattered most. To score 2 goals in that mix really sets him up because that group is supposed to be difficult. Until once they're able to take points off Hungary, it sets them beautifully. Their second game against Germany will be a cracker of a game. I am thinking that from what I saw from the Portuguese, save the goals, they did not really impress me that this tournament they will do well. I'm expecting Santos, their coach, to really mash up, start playing well. Because a goal was even scored against, they were lucky. They considered the first goal, and because it was an offside,
Germany, 2 goals.
Yeah, make out Portugal, but coming.
Okay.
Yeah, they considered a goal, but it was ruled as offside. But Germany, France, I think it was started as one of the biggest games at this tournament. People have always raised concerns. Yet then at these 2 teams, it shares such early in a tournament.
Yeah, in a group stage.
Yes, for tournaments, we've always known that Anke started from, normal matches they are gravitated towards, because if one of them leaves too early, it would take something out of the tournament. But I think they sold to us a very beautiful game. My problem has to do with Germany. Maybe the Pep, people wanted to play that card, so maybe I can equally squeeze it in. The Pep influence on their game is now showing. This is not a typical German side that you've known over the years. They are now stringing passes together without being efficient at it. Maybe in the past, don't say you always had a figure number 9.
Yeah,
I was reading an article, and I think that's what affected them. Oliver Bierhoff, Miroslav Klose.
I told you said Muller, but
you see, Muller has not always been a traditional number 9. Tell them about the likes of Klose, Money at the end. They were able to play with Muller. Muller is one unorthodox player, but he's able to complement a number 9. But so winning number 9 or more share goals now, he's always found wanting. And at this time, he tweaked it on my Serge Gnabry ball. Serge Gnabry is not a typical number 9, so it also affected them greatly. Maybe in principle, their second game, I'm expecting say so. Bob Mulampa, almost Sergina Leroy standing so Bobby, because Germany, most of the time they run the flanks and they throw the balls into the middle. Then you expect some of the players to be connecting them. But Osha this team now, I'm about a typical Barcelona kind of tactics.
Samba soccer.
Samba can have it, and that is their real strength. They hold the ball to their feet and play. But why don't you let Leroy Sané, Sergina Leroy open back have it and a Muller? I will still put a Muller in the middle because crosses now they should be getting into the middle. So I think their style of play also took a toll on them. But not to take anything away from a Pogba Kante middle looks very, very awesome. People are talking about why that Pogba plays so. He was the man of the match. I mean, he had a beautiful game. And he's not taking his foot off the pedal. For national team there, it's always been awesome.
Why is Pogba a different player for France than Manchester United?
It's an
is there any explanation?
It's an interesting debate that he plays.
Or is it because of the players around him like Golo Kante, Adrian Rabiot?
Exactly.
They do all the dirty work so Pogba can relax and just be on the ball and be delivering passes?
And that's why I like you. It's a very good one because I can do the pros and cons. You see, the pros is that as much as this players make him look good, it means that Pogba is a very good player.
Yeah.
Because there are players around Kante who equally play in Chelsea. I don't think they are extraordinary like a Pogba. The Jorginhos and Coes, they play with a Kante, but they are not extraordinary as a Pogba. So Pogba's own effort should never be discounted. That he's a very good player. But you go to the other side to some players adaptations to them. The pressure playing on some clubs. You see, our France national team, there's not much pressure on them. I mean, technically, because they're a good side and they're playing well, they have a very good manager too in Didier Deschamps. But about Manchester United, they still have that fixation that they're a big club and they're supposed to do well in every game, and Pogba is supposed to carry the team. All those things come into play because a player like McTominay is a bad player. Or he's not a Kante, but he can give you a 60 to 70% of a Kante.
I like him a lot. Manchester player,
exactly. In terms of effort,
he's very, very, very agile.
So you ask yourself, that what ball with a McTominay and a Pogba? I think he should have also been upping his game over there. But their coach also came into play that maybe he's not really he's not a bad coach. He was second on the league log. I mean, second to only Pep Guardiola. You can't run him down. But the truth is that what's the effort? It doesn't look tip top. So I think that Pogba himself should also find a way out. Maybe where you leave it to Providence, because I said Messi, like I said, for Barcelona is so excellent, or national team. There are some players like that. National team very excellent, or club footballer, he's a bit suspect. And maybe those are some of the little ingredients you can take away from him, that he plays with a Kante and he plays among his players are on mine awesome performances.
Yeah.
But at Team Manchester United, he's a bit shaky. A typical opposite of a Messi in there. But I think that what really happens at Manchester United is the pressure on him that you have to perform at all costs. You have to carry the team. France, the moment say you are carrying the team, you are just one of the very good players that we have with the team that can help us achieve. But his quality is never in that. Players like Hazard, Pogba, they have always told you. I think that they were born with football. It be an attitude. So it's good for them. I think that for Germany, it's a lost one. VAR will be brought into question again. There were some beautiful goals against Germany, and they were not allowed in.
Mbappe.
Exactly,
and Benzema.
Exactly, and Benzema too. He did not do too well. Reason why I was telling you, Giroud. I don't know why the coach will not stick to a Giroud in there. Maybe Benzema is not a bad player, but what's the influence on this France national team? There's a reason he stayed off for almost 6 years and he's not been part of the team. I think that team chemistry is not.
But there. I think the reason is not performance.
Not performance
related, like
of the team, of course, and the attitude.
Do you feel him being away for 6 years, the understanding between him and the other midfield players
exactly, because a typical Giroud has not been tip top, but he's been a main player for them to win the World Cup at the end. So my point is that maybe he can give him another chance, but watching the team play with a typical Benzema at the center, he did not really live up to the billing. The noise, the bars around him did not really come to the party, but it doesn't take anything away. France is one of the best teams who are tipped to win. Even Mourinho has said that if they don't win this tournament, it should be considered a failure. It should tell you that their weaknesses did not really show in the team in there. So I think it's a perfect one. They showed to us a beautiful game. And particularly, I think in terms of performance, I like the German performance more than the Portugal. So for them to meet each other, it sets it up beautifully. So Germany, though they don't get results, they might be packing their bags early. So I'll wait for that game to really have a beautiful one, because Portugal did not impress me, but they did what matters in football, and that is what it's all about. So it's a good game they sold to us. You'll be looking forward to seeing them again. I think
teams now be able.
Yes.
So far, Team Bena of all the games that you've watched,
Italy. What do you
why
know?
impress so?
Italy. Italy, I think from where they were coming from and where they've gotten now, I think they are forced to reckon with, and they know how to win competitions. There's a reason they are in there together with Germany and Brazil has been the powerhouses of football in terms of tournament experience, exposure, and winning it, especially the World Cup nowadays. So I think I'm impressed with the Italian mafia, Italian build. It looks like they'll give us a very good score. Then France also for me, these two teams, they prove that they are still in contention. I did not see any other bright spots. For the English topsy-turvy, they will do well, but I don't see them going beyond a semi-final and going to win it. But they sold to us a good game. So that's how I see it. Portugal, I'm not also keen about them. So for now, my safest bet is still on Italy and France to really win the tournament.
So France, Italy to the finals.
Yes.
You take Belgium out?
Belgium, I am not so impressed with their general outlook, but and they are not tournament favorites. I mean, I don't remember the last time I saw them at a tournament and going their full stretch to really convince me. 2014, they had a good run, but still they were bundled out eventually by Argentina. So they might do well, but I don't think that I'll put them in my A-class teams to win this tournament.
Unity Radio 1039 Ebasa yede agudi unsam so bremo dwumadi so anopa bia na yede aseda kese di mu odin ede ma super cleaning services yenu abema Isaac Jamrada no so ye Ghana ni ba na wutie mi the good news and say enese wu tu fie ana wo carpet opese ebesisa mawa junk or junk stuff opese ebesisa ni nyina local remover ni nyina no ene de nyame ya adoma tadwe ate de na Ghana ni eba wono so abie a junk company a from super cleaning services omu eyi niam free fie utu person besisa niam ma oni ade ani nyina a big company cars akese omu se ope car te say U-Haul car kura han na wa wo de akofa niam a eno so omu betumi de omu cars ni bi e de rental free nua be ma Isaac Jamra 508 410 2544 508-410-2544 ibikura wato niema ope ka kese akosisa said the okoji U-Haul no super cleaning services ewo vans ne cars trucks akesia omubetumi di bia na odi atwe nioma se utu na wa akura pese otwe nioma eno so omubetumi edi omo cars ni bia mawo na wa wo ode atwe onioma na bibia atumi akọ enkan nti frey nua be ma Isaac Jamra once again 508-410-2544 508-410-2544 na ene no nkasa yede aseda kese ema Asamas Trading ono so ewo 1084 Main Street otayechi ne de agudi unsam brew seban se ope enam tilapia mackerel croaker red snapper smoked fresh turkey wings turkey drumsticks any turkey necks chicken goat beef ribs oxtail fresh snails dried fish guinea fowl ni nyina bacho adaka bra Asamas Trading 1084 Main Street ututwa uto nam na yen be se twitwa ni nyina ma o de why busy kra obetumi akọ yen aye wo driver o de be kofie nso e de ama Asamas Trading enam papa fie ono so ta echi ne de agudi unsam bro Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon ubeyi uti na wanimu adaho na ho ayefe na bibia atoto yi a na eyolu mepacho ene 687 Millbury Street na Big Olu de ntia se okọ ho ni se wo ho na wo uti na wo money transfer na utua phone bills na auto sim card na o sisa phone na o tompaboa na o tontade bibia o bills nyina obetumi atua no Olu aso 687 Millbury Street eho na Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon enso ewa ene ono so tie chi a o support ye ama yetumi di agudi unsam de bro ewo dwumadi so ye kan ana eja eye adwumaku afren se Anochi Chrome restaurant wo mu a enya ade a ebeye ene opeduane papa jollof rice bankuni tilapia wachi bisa Virginia for kusi mensa capito soria na ninka Virginia woti Worcester nyina no eya Anochi Chrome ntia mepacha obisa New York fo a omubeka kiro sese amanfo tua na etuba Worcester nya bibia o Anochi Chrome the big keke Anochi Chrome restaurant sese you operate from 2 locations Worcester 687 Millbury Street and 2 Coast Square omu enyumako nan yadaruma na omu so yasne Emma yitumi ede agudi unsam bro on daily basis Monday through Friday. Ye dani a woni aba hwe ensam free Ghana pie na Kofi Wayo etawa asem bia okacheren when we are getting to the political landscape but quickly and ma men kan tell say ensam a ye be hwe no idea as I said yabobo no tofa na hu issues on our desk this morning yeba be hwe vaccine ensemo a eba no pani friend said Dr. Kofi Amoah wakasa ede afa ho se nimguase pa ede mana na ado danko Akufo-Addo aban se Ghana oman mu a yekope vaccines na yese overpricing eno da nchen so a yese sika no yesa kofa third party ho na kotoye Dr. Kofi Amoah kasa afa ho se very embarrassing ede ma na nado aban se sa ne ti ampa ade a ne ra hoyi pa na more issues any details of the story no ye de ebebro eno da nchen so a another issue yehwe ene ewo dwumadi so no so cost of tree planting ne da nchen Amidu enso di nsem bi ababetu dwa Amidu say Agyapa deal no teaches Ghanaians Akufo-Addo came to power on rhetorics so Agyapa deal na eba ne breso ana ho ye ho adwuma enam so ma according to ono so odina adwuma to no e kire se na nado akonya na obetena so no wamfa oman no ho adwene se odogana na odi be ye oman ni yo oyabo ye ati se be ma okoye okope oba na o dede no na o kansem de edi egu na sum eno ne nsema Amidu enso edi atudwa ye be bobo hu na ya hwe ni sibre se en kure na Amidu kano anasa he's just being deceitful to Ghanaians. Another chance I will look at police in here ye boni tuo Ghana na nu hu samo abai IGP akasa na nipa bebre ese papa yasemo kan dey ye na onya adwen ebi nso say na the lighter note on the killing and he said manucho mechanic bi say Akpeteshie GH nkwa enko bi.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, that is what I was going to give to you as your take. But then you had your own take prepared already. Or say Jamestown bullion van robbery. Akpeteshie Ghana 1 cedi saved me from being killed.
I'm interested in the story. How did it happen? These are stories everybody wants to know.
Yeah, and that's why I picked it up.
Exactly.
Exactly. Or say Ghana 1 cedi Akpeteshie.
Yeah, you go there.
And again, this is because they say Omoa and come free mu. And go catch us the voice. Nya Akpeteshie 1 cedi na and go.
Wow.
And also the Anopa na IGP who say nra security analyst Bona also if I say Adam Bona or say IGP emfa na djuma nto onko enipa bebere so on retire ni ade bi mu so aye cake the watana wache ne contract extend na nyina mfa so ni so nto onfa djuma nto onko na eno na IGP ababonten ene wono so wa fire bi e dia man critics or say apart from heaven. Manucho, are you listening?
Apart from heaven,
apart from heaven,
yes.
Bebia crime ho. Tumunyano no unit.
It is true. It is true.
There is crime everywhere apart from heaven. IGP reacts to critics.
So that's his best answer to the happenings in the country.
Yeah, I say bebia boni ho. Ti boni isi amunyano. Na we na for juma to and I say bebia apart from heaven. Bebia crime ho.
So he can't do anything about it.
What's it be crime ho?
Until mom down on man enjoying. No one enjoy crime. There's crime everywhere. It's interesting. Maybe
no president can even. I say no president can even shower in the presidential jet. Nitiwul Akko Parliament finally. Presidential jet 15,000 and na kwesi usubiza wanzam.
Yes.
Yeah, we are talking about it because Nitiwul Akko Parliament about kujeto black petition ko file for explanation on why you tuya 15,000 pounds sterling an hour. Edman anadu 2 kwan ko Europe, France and other countries.
Yes.
And then enchirichimu aba na Nitiwul ko Parliament ade aba ebedimu ni nyina mu enkomo. These are issues on today. Now with regards to yebesha police in any no matters arising, and then we look at Dr. Kofi Amoah, the efficacy or see efficacy of vaccine, Sputnik vaccine, questionable. The authenticity is questionable. Not to talk about Ghana price na yekotono any buying sako issue third party. To be looking into it, and then presidential jet issue, and then you look at Agyapa deal Martin Amidu so edi abase na nado ebetena konwa no so on rhetorics but not say obabe oman no eye ye first that ka say base ye transition from sports to politics na dey asida ka say ma kankale badanko African Market and Wholesale. Danko African Market and Wholesale, 785 Main Street. Bacho, me yare toto. Sa upe ade ebeboa ma blood pressure swati. Sa u free 40, 50 kono. No, I started careful because a turning point of nipa bi abrabo. So now metabolism no system ni na digestion bi bia ni rate na is slow. Te fi okono e se unya ade amanu chobeka je say o sisan oil. Sisan oil. Call Main Street 785 number no odi odru ha o say the new Danko ma me no ka chen say yes brabeji kankalba hama tea aboa purify clean cleanse ni paduanu aboa pa wo de wa bedi wa dance Africa duani bia pe bia nso obenya bia to Danko African Market otayechi and the segment we bro asida PSA e call dia ma Rashida Financial Services. Rashida Financial Services. Me ba cho so you obi a sika se motai didi agro hwe yie enne ma no choka asem bi pa sika no benya kakra na wunya no hwa obehwe so yie no ene ye bebre yesi kokokokoko etumi ya ade ma so ho enu nti ye kan for Rashida Financial Services the amount oba no oma no per college planning maomo per college planning maomo abusua a few ebi o ho amanucho is as little as $50. It's as little as $50.
Wow.
Sika o manu benya
long term returns.
Sika o manu benya after sabia 10-12 years obe answer no madu college no. Uncha $1.
Yeah.
E college.
Wow.
You know, mean to me for privacy into the policies ni be tuja. So it be as little as $50
a month.
Inti se o makra for ebi abimo didi ho we anya 8 we anya say we anya 10 we no more for cra $200 the whole month and obi on the respective policy.
Yes,
say $100,000 ne uma say $200,000 ne uma and only sika obenya.
Yeah.
So inti abusia men fa ni agro
blowing you take advantage.
Yeah.
I mean don't
inti ani Rashid and Kasa life insurance with living benefit and no ho kire wati say 401k utimi bomu busia and a companies be bring 10 policy no tuana so cancel usika hye. Rashida Financial Services insurance companies are on no me adwuma no akese AIG omo sponsor Manchester United American Insurance Group or Jeba or Athene or Accordia Life or Foresters Financial, John Hancock, Global Atlantic and our National Life Group and our Itina CVS for insurance company kese pa no and our Prosperity and our Mural of Omama insurance companies are kesia agidi America hani nyina onne the money they are unique ni say she doesn't just work with one company and waka say okwa say bia America Manchester ni me pay AIG na manya policy a reasonable from asa or running a policy through all these giant insurance corporations and companies no wanya policy kama e the amount inti for you about Rashida Financial nane nkasa 781 354 3060 781 354 3060 na eno nkasa na omwa sa wo ye Ghana ni ba na utiemi ana utiemi sa wo ye be ma na wo yere e okrom ha unua o maame aba ene de me ba cho the good news for all women Ghana ma mo wusane say ye nya Ghana doctor obetumi di na your primary doctor or gynecologist or a gynecologist or specialized in women's health with focus on female reproductive system and are dealing with a wide range of issues and mama pomoding including obstetrics, pregnancy, childbirth, menstruation, fertility issues, sexually transmitted infections, and hormonal disorders and hormone disorders. Any other bibia manucho baka chose pap smear. The best point no.
Yeah, pap
smear.
Enti
ene Dr. Kwame Amponsa any Venu Women's Health Services inti Ghana for mamoda no mada uko bruni doctor ho toda o pesa o chire ensem ni mu brofo no o use words no kra we yi to describe a ema ene Dr. Kwame Amponsa da romanti da ne ada no nyame nsa dai so a Ghana doctor or a Juma Konfanochi for over 10 years. He came into this country 2005. He's worked in renowned and big hospitals in America, from New Jersey to New York to Ohio to wherever. And I am back home baby on one clinic. Now St. Vincent for man a bigger offer, but he wanted to open his own clinic so he will have the opportunity of serving his own people. Because ya na edin oko baby na ko hu se wa unipa na wo ho a na wa comfortable no ani age enu ntini ya kanfo Dr. Kwame Amponsa e dia ma any Vernon Women's Health Services ene na wutie for the first time and me pacho the good news and say ye nya Ghana ni doctor wono anya na residency ene obetumi aye ma enyina primary doctor freno na eno nkasa 508-459-2706 o se se woni sabi nkrata na onioma nya nwie pa yakra o de bra obeshow on trauma sabi umfrim na magigi skase e be yi dabi obeboa ahwewa mo atena so kopem se wa obere du anyame beto nsa afro 508-459-2706 508-459-2706 508-459-2706 Dr. Kwame Amponsa ewo Vernon Medical Center building nim nam Vernon Street ni so a na okọ Anochi Kroma onse ultra SDA for sorry dan na kwan na mu pa mienu won trop no fosoro na Vernon no de akọ straight na onse in between no a dynasty of Vernon Medical Center a big hospital doctors for bebre room ho na Dr. Kwame Amponsa wo no or third floor into Vernon Medical Center dynamo a na for elevator no na akọ third floor do third floor ha me ba cho ni suite number no 312 unse third floor no 3 na ni room no 12 into suite number 312 ko na emani na odo maami abakrom ha me ba chofa no ko no onko to ni dim na maami ko appointment wa fili kama comfortable Dr. Kwame Amponsa any Vernon Women's Health Services adarumanti ene Ghana for ma eda no madam mapom den ejina yi esipi esita omu nyina adaruma ena fe supported by KM Ralph Rufia onu so boy adan so Ghana edi aman ena omu so yasne ema ye political discussions and discourse on this hottest morning show in the diaspora and so edi bro okay Manu
yes
Kofi Nkasa yema Kofi Nkasa ho Kofi wa you kasa wi na fe yentinsim na yen to aso.
Look here, my friend, our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yeah, sent one. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't, right? And you change, Oduman Kuma Tradion Pong, Woso, Otutu Tata, you know, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the castle. Go see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. You know, Evangelist, Bishop, Asorisika Kwana Miria, they are there. You know, they don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building. They can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it. Because I know how to build it.
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo. So now with the voice of the people, we speak for the people, we speak for the voiceless. We make sure we speak true to power, and of course, we are honest in our dealings. We try to be very objective. Objectivity is the passcode of our shows. We try not to be biased, but to be honest and to be objective as possible. Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mimpemi Wasem Worcester, Massachusetts, the Ghanaians Encyclopedia is already seated. You've heard from him. Manucho, once again, welcome to
thank you very much.
The second segment of the show.
Exactly.
Apum to say.
Exactly.
Because and then one size fits all approach now the issue.
It's an emporium.
Okay, yeah, issues and that person now. What's about
petition 1 city to me saving a life. I mean, it's an interesting caveat. I would love to know how it ended up.
So you want me to start from that angle?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you shall say for police in the
Exactly.
Okay, I mean, kind story in the mount. Jamestown bullion van robbery. Akpeteshie, Ghana 1 cedis saved me from being killed. Eyewitness. Now, Abrantia na sem no. Obasa mean kind story na men come out.
You can paraphrase it and I say
yeah, Abrantia na sem nyina ne say just to cut it short. Me paraphrasing story no. Osi oye adwuma ba bi accident ni see no mechanical ho. Na Honey TV3 na kasai.
Yeah.
Na time accident ni be no. Just a minute or two. Eno two ni two free ni mechanic shop. Na nka okope bibi adi. Na nka okope bibi adi no. Time na nka ode ye nka waba back. But oya no si no. Ma me nko fa appetizer. Inti Mesi miti anu. Akpeteshie GH bi ye den. Eben ho. Ena eja obowurem na okotwa 1 cedi. Says Ibudidi, right? Says
yes, exactly, Ibudidi. Appetizer.
Or see a no one say who said when cars na ojina ho car na say nya Akpeteshie because in yanka time on so say obekwa kodidi bad says so unza mo mo twa didi no omutwa mane ye kakra.
Exactly.
Nti utwa kakra no ayi dey. No akodidi nti onu ko twa ye no kiaso no na je nka wan ko twa ko
oh god.
Wan ko twa Akpeteshie na enka accident no you know tututu no crimes crime no to work no and o se car na ogina ho ye adwuma no omo tututu no ma aboba no bi bo car nim.
Wow, it took a ricochet.
Yeah, and think he would have died.
It's an interesting one. It looks a bit funny, but I mean, Obini Brisempa, judging from the fact that I mean, a hawker, a woman in the mid-40s, if what we do, but has been identified, was shot by the robbers.
Other team, I mean, I say, yes. According to the man, an eyewitness to the deadly Jamestown bullion van armed robbery incident has recounted how he narrowly escaped being caught in the crossfire. According to the man who spoke to TV3 News, he wanted to take a break. So what?
Yes.
He wanted to take a break to have lunch while working in his mechanic shop, but decided to move to the nearest blue kiosk to quaff Akpeteshie, a locally distilled alcohol, as an appetizer. He said shortly after moving from the mechanic shop, the sporadic gunshot from the armed robbers started, and a bullet even hit one of the cars he was working on before he went away.
Yes, I mean, the other maker says it's an interesting one. You might take some jokes out of it, but the truth is that there was a woman. There's a woman called Bedu.
Yeah,
who was around 40 years. Robertson, I think she tried raising an alarm. Robertson chasing Ekunu. Two people died. Saved the police constable. Or say Emmanuel.
So which claim?
And where he was sitting, he could have also made noise. And I say, "Baby, a man come back and answer say bulletin. Start show bulletin."
I see a car no here, Juman.
That's very can't. Sure, baby, or shy baby, a bulletin boy. No, assuming he was there. He could have taken a close shave with that too. It's an interesting one. See, the
video I obtained.
People now be asking that people believe that strong drinks are not good, but a man decides to get up to go and take a supposedly drink a bunny. That in the midst of doing that, saving him, he could have been a third victim at the crime scene. I mean, he is thanking God for
it's very funny.
He's thanking God. Say. O man adwin so nko twa.
Wow. TV3 you na video na me hwe sisi na dey na hu because
gory, I mean.
Stores are sisi bullet ni wure. I said they were firing the bullets from all angles.
They misbehave. Rutumi who say boys no me they are young characters.
Children.
Ni ba we ne here. Enye me nye ene wo ye ni homo enye
minti
awo ye ni homo nye.
Eyewitness, they saw the incident.
Yeah. I have things to sell, but I can't. Look after that.
That was the end of a mother of three. In here, the structure which used to house the late Joyce Bedu, who was shot and killed here by the armed men. Relatives have vacated the place, and you can see red bands all over the place. Two vehicles parked at a crowded mechanic shop also have bullet holes.
Yeah.
Kwesi Minta says he narrowly escaped death.
Inshallah no get top that she wants it in Kayini.
Yeah, okay.
On my way to lunch, I heard a gunshot. I took cover only to return to see the policeman in a pool of blood. His weapon was taken away.
Those who saw
the incident,
like he said, nobody. He knew so well. Just like you said, he left. Yeah, he left to go and take a tree over there to take. Then before he realized, he thought that they were even maybe putting up Asafuana, maybe no more to. Into one sporadic gunshot, he came back to realize that where he was sitting close
where he was working.
Yeah, there are bullets
in
just
the
around.
car.
Yes, on the car where he was sitting, and they could have killed him because he doesn't have any heart in him. He realized he's a very lightweight person, so it could have gone. You know how guys are able to spice it beautifully to make it interesting. Yeah. So that's what he said. I mean, and America said on a light note, but the point is that a woman died. I'm sure the woman's family, be not or recounting. The woman has 3 kids, and she says she's exactly. No, I mean to me. Mommy and Sam will say, I say,
Ghana.
Yes.
Anopa, I was very excited. My voice was. See, I'm share TV3 report.
Yes.
Na me share my meno be a oti. Because oko Ghana we body obi o share bia unya time ko Ghana we. Na share video no baby abeheze. Headline now, match say Jamestown bullion van robbery. Akpeteshie Ghana 1 city saved me from being killed. No, look at the environment.
Yes.
I want Jamestown. No.
Yeah, Jamestown. Choco.
In you dying, my men in you dying. In yeah, the bobo concrete. Lenti your friend saying.
Yeah.
What board living a bobo dying on in the matimo.
Exactly. It's temporary structures. In convert, one crime I mean, those are slums. Virtually no baby sir and another report the woman raised an alarm and now we sure I'm chasing cocoon. I've not watched the video but send on change. She was even not there. Or more chase which said these are exuberant young boys. I mean some pictures are surfacing. I mean we need to be intelligent not to see it as the way people old pictures.
Chase you be mamia cocoon.
Yes, I could burn it too. I mean you need the money.
That was after they killed the police.
Yes, they killed the police.
Send we were trying to get the money. And my men raise the alarm and then no yan chasing uncle you on so free Obama for
exactly. And I'll be identify as people. No moko kun no because say scan. Other reports chairs on face scan. Into to think that why would they do that? You need the money. You find a way to get the money to little or minimal folks. For someone I say baby. Then just to have money.
There was not much resistance. After some police in anywhere, there
exactly. Then you had a chance to the money. So why go kill somebody? You see, when these people are apprehended, I think it should be deterring enough. Mika will send him story about Baker said death punishment should be
Deputy Attorney General designates Nanado now appointing some Deputy General, and then there is a talk of Ghana say you need death penalty in FM.
Yes.
And no and Nanado Deputy Attorney General appointed I think vetting. Was it on Faso? Because say ya manango ha ebema bonia bagan already cry wo hono boni wo ho obi anim say sisi ano death penalty ni obi wa okoye boni bia ne term ya obeko jail
exactly imagine
and a jail so na nanu ya jail guy ba ku be say police for use omo ya another crime e do di boni more.
These prison officers have been using them for heinous crimes.
Heinous crimes.
To take drugs.
Yes, we need cocaine.
Exactly.
The moment show moto.
Exactly.
No mukwa no mako job no mako turn prison.
Exactly. So it tells you that they come out hardened.
Yeah. What's so for how obesua boni more and san wepi.
Yeah. Some become
prisons officers no do ye.
Gays in the most of them we call Hong Kong from correctional centers. And they really reform. We call no way near there. But at the end of the day, they rather come out even as a punishment. Imagine say somebody rapes your wife, kills you, and your children become destitute. See the worst punishment will be just the person going to life imprisonment. Life imprisonment. Once a death punishment, capital punishment is in our statute, but no presidents have had the effrontery to sign it. But to say we if you were there, once a human, not to sound racial, Nipa join there. They will know that they always want to know the end. It's a then a bit behind me. What will happen if I do this? Not so we say, one say go to jail for life.
Your state
there's no death punishment.
No, Massachusetts in
okay. The one should be life.
Russia, a guy now.
Yes.
Bombe Boston Marathon. No some transfer case because you need death penalty.
Okay, it's interesting. Since I debate and say people feel that should people be religiously na yenkunipa for a crime that people have the chance to redemption, they might repent in the idea. But I support that call them. I support that call them. It shouldn't be removed. But the point is there should be that final authority from a president who feels that it should be case by case study. Or if this person is wicked. We share America as here. Could read some of the things that people did. You begin to wonder if they are human beings. Or be to me kunipa be 100. Is be a serial killer. Or be known to me kanya same bia. Why should that person live among human being? He needs to face it too. So let's say I mean the guy says he was saved by the Akpeteshie 1 city. It's an interesting one, but it leaves room for us to make people to have their thoughts. I mean, say in this case, then because it's an interesting. Yes, exactly. Say Akpeteshie is like how strong wine and strong drink. I must say biblically
because from the way I know narrating, not just enka time no enka bi obema 5 minutes bi abansa na okodidi
but could have died
or person o ko twa kakra nsa na unse omo didi num sa no omo num ai so man sa no
appetizer people have experiences to say
and yes omo num ya no mo didi omo mo be 5-10 minutes me wa
or they try to fufu and I say bibi it baby nyame na man sorry say go and drink so you will not die and I say abonsama and I say I mean these are interesting areas to really discuss, but whichever way no it brings to court that the boys who did that way and I'm yes that heinous crime no we need to get them and you know to tell another story. It's very
still
very
on
bizarre.
That story you move on na Akomea here will be open as and sometimes he speak the truth and now wakasa ne hano wase enye emrante we no mu a omo nu nko ha manucho parosi okokokro so ose Ghana sum dodo even a crack ye capital ose too dark.
Yes
street light is your light cram bomb.
Yes, you see, and we are talking about potential hazards.
Ose oko the stretch of road at Gimpa hope of robbery.
Yes,
you see drivers who use the road are attacked by unknown assailants day in day out become lucky around.
Yes
it's in an Akomea na kokokro so no ka say see a fix Ghana street light Ukraine. I see the country is too dark. Ghanaians pay street light levy, but government come and government go, minister go, minister come, but we are swallowed by darkness. It's time for us to resolve that issue. It will also help the job of the police personnel.
You see,
sometimes or the party some tour centralize issues so kind of say minister echo Ghana obia wa oji light bill Ghana bia show where you so street light levy also and so street light in
new hall. You see, when it comes to this thing, I can speak on authority as a transportation engineer and a civil engineer, and it's very very important. So hazards, road hazards near there. Luminous intensity, I mean the lightening up streets near there, very very important for drivers and for any other thing. To think about the fact that Kwame Usuansa died in the early 2000s on the motorway because of the share Kabiasi. The car being there alone was a hazard, but there were no street lights too. So lights were honoma. Some of this
reflector
one country you see UK I used to ride a bike because baby now me ride the bike. You don't need a light on your bike, light on your bicycle. Me quite na me quite a bike, me quite rent your community center. Be na me catch say me pay light. I'm stream, I'm the bed. Then I'm drive an ajo. I'm say now bed drive an ajo. Why do I need it? And truthfully, they ride bicycles at night without lights on them because the whole place is lighted. UK one lighted country. Once it's a place because some of our security in the agro. Baby people want more use sensors in be. See baby a dark in pan can find any pan time for her. Near the end but they have the sensors. It would do on man so. We bear one so that at least and it reduces crime rate and accidents in hazards and be conform. It's in okay. Now so when my crime so be okay. It is very true. There are lots of bushes around. Hopefully go nechi one of the call game pa. Only nya yesum.
You see a jam forecast or recently.
Exactly because how yesum. Now a forest. I was the owner of Chimota forest in the Adian, a behon man for bomb in the Adian. So people, it becomes a haven for hardened criminals to be doing their nefarious activities because at the end of the day, or himself, I said some poem or Joe Kana, you can't be crampo in Jina Maubium. They will put some of these blockades on the road. Who do one man you can't go. Sometimes comedy nails in the idea. It's a car now. So it is something that personally I've been drumming it anytime I have the chance to talk about accidents in there. I say Ghana is too dark. There are a lot of dark spots. Yet here this level, you see, obit in the future crisis. Manage your power now. Street lights. Those are some of the teething problems in our country. We don't have access to power near too low. me no na money who generator can see transformer can see this one man say now this ones between your house and you were 2 substations, huge substations. It tells you that why are people able to do something? Is
it the power that we don't have? And somewhere they are electricity, somewhere they are penny for now.
There are 2 sides, and America say that's the other side too. Because speaking when we need say we can do solar. Maybe a team and keep it to me solar ne are there to do this.
No, but the generating power no quite a different story. But my point is just like Nana Akomea can charge me street light levy. I am entitled to have a street light. Until the infant sank our government, no, just like Nana Akomea can say government come, government go, minister come, minister go. Omu jisi canon so omu nye so omu yema. Entina sometimes I would now criticize a bimbi. Na nipa na omu benefit no esan efre no ebe kwa ya na ya on say your politicians no oma enslave ya ma you we are right.
It's called elitism.
You we are right. Oma to ya adwene ma ya here MPP NDC ama ufra ya kan MPP asema na wakuma yesi but asem na nipa ne kan bisa hu say no studio now or criticizing the idea no benya free.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, if or criticizing now buy no who benefits?
Yeah, they are the
because o ma toya adwene.
Yeah.
Also na Akomea o MPP ni ka say aban ko ye tua
street
light levy. Light bill bi ade bi oso.
Yeah.
And so aban bia ba on boda se sika na amaji amount for a major street light no me making sure say omo enjoy street light at least if not for anything just like you are saying to reduce crime to reduce fear in people na mabonten kra and to reduce accident meaning they save lives until if I'm paying money that will save my life ababua me in a way I'm happy
of course
yes. Yeah, to tax mukra na utie how. Yeah. Because visibly you see what is being used for.
Na hase kra no during winter ye roads no summer na asan be because there are 2 kinds of asphalt as you use. Asphalt we on ma it to resist cold no. Colder, that's what you have to use. Warmer, it's not the same thing. It's virtually no sha. You do summer they have to scrape off all the asphalt near the summer asphalt so. This is a country every year out they are doing it. You've been blessed with a very good weather. We are quite a year. I bet you paying 10 years before by routine maintenance on them. But still, no crap, we are joking with it. I had to throw in that bit because we catch us a generation and put a problem. Even getting access to do some of these things and also acquire a bigger problem. But sometimes, why I agree with you that look at the bigger picture. Say nobody need be crowd need them non for Antona Tadia. So the call vantage places. That's a better lighted, a better benefit to be inadvertently, a better benefit to be, and it's a huge one. I'm always glamour for it. That's why people like Nana Akomea will always be my man because he threw it out there beautifully that you know what it's beyond just a party.
Yeah.
All over the years, Ghana message also on Sunday in early 2000 on the high motorway, one of our elite roads in Ghana. I don't think that in principle you only concrete through the edge Jones is a motorway. That stretch of road now running like 15 minutes. Yeah. It's one of the best that it's in the country. Want to mean money proper street lighting system. For me, we call it a motorway for a reason. Your highway, your motorway. Motorway means that at least your extra speed. Maybe Ghana highway is 80 kilometers per hour, but that one day between 100. Because it's assumed that Caribbean cross only 2 lanes, you have to be able to go the whole stretch. And no crime put into me if your flagship road, you know, it needs a luminous illumination or so. Then you can imagine what happens in other places. Some bits here. This is an area they have to look at. Say Ghana, one of our biggest problems.
It shouldn't even be that area.
You see,
we should eliminate Ghana.
Of course, every place. It's just a micro area of the whole.
No. You saw her as a case in point because recently, among for the armed robbers,
it's not lighted. Don't you mean COVID-19 But the bigger issue, the whole Ghana. That one, I agree in principle. So the whole Ghana we are in total darkness. Which is very, very bad. 2008, at I started that project, it was not bad. Me home region there, you had all those street lights going round. People were even complaining there, but at least it serves a purpose. So because it's you couldn't maintain them, are out of the system. But we should know very well that for us to improve as a country near the end and to deter these criminals from possessing some of the activities, no, it should start from some of these things. That we should look at that direction. Where others will be like, I'm happy you went there. Yeah, I push it and push it across because it did not start just now. It has been there over the years.
Yeah.
That street lighting has become a problem. Obi remember the response Professor Ivan Satamels, who took a street lighting project or here power by in 2008, him in 2009, or the project but since then I've not seen anything. Now has gone down the drain. So you bet here at least see to me you see power generated from wind power. There's technology. Every time solar lights at the same beso at the same beso at the channel doom. You should be innovative enough. At least light up half of the country. And to me, a quarter or half of the country needs to be lighted. This idea, we labor in vain. I support him 100%. That 99% of our problems in Ghana in terms of road, street lights, and crime can be solved if you light up the country. Because why don't they do it in daylight? Sometimes I can in daylight, but most of them happen in the night in there because they know that they don't have enough. So these are things we need to also look at if you want to improve on our security in the country.
Unity Radio 103.9, couple of messages and then we move on to the IGP story. Frances Punamani, okay.
Yes, Frances Punamani. Why then? Yeah, that's all Bonnie. I'm only repeating.
I don't know Frances Bundiana. Okay, couple of messages. Name I heard the next story. David Agbanyaga says, good morning from Auburn. I'm enjoying you guys at work. Paul Dilali Disoso says, so the insensitive and shameful MPP government rented an airplane for £15,000 per hour because the Falcon has no bathroom. Even though the minister admitted that the Falcon is capable of flying, the defense of the minister couldn't hold even the water that Manucho is drinking as he makes submissions this morning. Okay, I know you're Paul Dilali Disoso. Max Billion Nana Bafo from Canada says, good day, seniors. Bank of Ghana must be... I think you meant to say Bank of Ghana must be held accountable for part of the robbery. Bank of Ghana is responsible to check citizens' account and question people with their source of income. How can youth with no job have millions of cedis in their bank account? It's Max Billion, so they are say Bank of Ghana so can be and as a chrono bonus cost because amount for any juma and so munya millions. No answer Ghana the one year scar na better accounts when they don't care the source. Into no so can be. Kofi also see Opo. When some of us talk about change of the Constitution, Article 201 and 202 needs a change. Okay, Kofi also is advocating for
constitutional reforms.
Constitutional reforms, Article 201 and 202. Mamia Bankuma says Opo. No street lights everywhere, and the ones that have been done to people are stealing the cables to sell.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh my baby.
It's true. Oh my baby.
Yeah.
That Gimpa Legon stretch has been a death trap for very long. Legon doesn't have enough hostels for students. These are their lands. Why can't they build hostels for students to make it easier to take more students? I hold me for airport, meboa.
Yes.
Yeah, last time I heard Namita. Hey, I know. Ocean of Manko for Hobio. Yeah, because my car is free.
Yeah.
Free. Na free. I'm a summer in a neighbor.
Exactly.
I know the Kofa. Yeah, what's your cool raho?
Yeah, where we pay Legon.
Yeah.
Inside one.
And you know, I'm family for Hobio.
Oh no, but it's okay. We only need to light up. One of the very good rules too.
Yeah, because you do on my brother Chem say as I'm say hey na sase da ha onza ase nua o ma dua nua
lots of grains.
Yeah, na me be say asase kakra onza me share anim enka be anim ne be very popular pa. And I be say asase da ha nyina ye when mo dia no so ayi for dia Legon for dia
Gempa ne Legon.
Yeah,
one of stretch na.
Esopa is a very big plot of land.
And they can even enter PPP, public private partnership. And build, operate, and transfer to get some of these.
Okay, I'm finishing Nanaba message. No, Nanaba say that Gimpa Legon stretch has been a death trap for long. Legon doesn't have enough hostels for students. These are their lands. Why can't they build hostels for students to make it easier to take more students? Must everything be about government? What are the school authorities doing? They can easily give it to real estate developers, just like Manucho said, to develop hostels. Oh, Ghana, my motherland. D for Dabane. Excellent. Beautifully like put. And no any there. B for Dabane. And no Nana Abanamwa Eddie Ebaye. You are still cruising on Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo so now we Manucho you share your next topic and it still relates to the incident of the sudden death of this young police officer. Enra security analyst Rebecca said almost Susan Nanado Emma IGP encore retirement because the amount of contract extension twice after say the time ewu yankobe tumi akofie no before fraba Mujamono with fresh and brand new ideas, innovations, more energy, and more, I don't know, spark to the police service. Exactly. Papa IGP Boanyo, security analyst, Adam Bonaye, also an Adam for Papa, or say no credit, the one can or minor first before Adam for. IGP Boanyo, so and then also reacted to critics among for the man on an asthma can say there is crime everywhere apart from heaven. Osi osura himemu na bonini ho na ewiase ha ba bia. Now the IGP says crime is everywhere, even in developed countries. He said anybody who calls for his resignation because of the growing insecurity doesn't know what he or she is talking about. Police Constable Emmanuel Osei was shot by some unknown armed robbers on Monday. Inspector General Police IGP James Opon Boanu has come under immense criticisms over growing insecurity in the country, with some security analysts calling for his resignation. Now, we are doing what we can to protect the people of Ghana. There is no society in the world where there is no crime. Even in the USA, UK, and Sweden, where they more or less have everything, they still have crime. The only place that doesn't have crime is heaven, and we are not in heaven. So if and I'm quoting him, all these are quotations. Yes. So if any so-called security analyst, any so-called security analyst is saying that we are not on top of our game and that's why these things are happening, he doesn't know what he's talking about. End of quote. IGP.
Yes. Yes, it's an interesting one. Maybe in the midst of the pressure, he decided to issue a rhetoric out there. In principle, I agree that it's only heaven, where we all have not been before, that there might be no crime. Even at a point in time, Satan decided to commit a crime and it was thrown. To say that no place on earth or you can have systems that will prevent or will cause zero crime is a fallacy. Or it's a false statement in that regard. But the truth is that when the crimes happen, how do you react to them? Because life is about continuous improvement. So we work in our powers to prevent it or limit it from happening the next time. By the end, it becomes rampant. People go away scot-free with all the crimes that they commit. For people be worried that you've been there and some major high-profile crimes have been going through and nothing, next to nothing have been done about it. To the extent that I remember Tiwa, Mami Tiwa had to talk about the fact that kids have been found, only to say that I was telling them, JB Dankwa de Abesinko, I'm a swally. And
JB Dankwa Sama okay, Kromuko Kotune. There were testimonies, ni secret, and they say, Unim Koya Papanifa Suwe, and Omsomu blood. Yes, I remember. Steps of blood in here. Yes. They are as a who say they are no catastrophe. Yeah, no catastrophe. Everybody into the IGP talking about American here.
Yes.
Sure. Hernandez here no about patriot here or may he so rest in peace. Okun who prison.
Yeah.
Sure. The way police unraveled her or the tube be or to a tune to consume in so Kasimo Lake. Or to assume how on earth the police got to know a consuming a who tuno ye DNA who say you see this it's what mean can say America nobody is disputing say Bonnie Emilia but American Bonnie no dia here nanu ye minya car accident na mekai me accident minya obi nya bi obi so de ne car bobi the car bo bi no wanyina and a straight Ojani here to Connecticut or Connecticut or the car ne share ifie for some time and no two car na they call fitting shop the omkoche.
Wow.
Na o cleaning ya onso emoja kakra bi
bumper na na say
moja kakra bi eka car no ho so the ko shefie ko hore wan hu Into what they call mechanic shop no who say no, I say moja kakrebi ano oma jombe omoba here
take sample.
Yeah, police offer he called the police.
I no be take.
United say yeah. And then
that then happen.
It you say how police no the way omo juma no boni dey said you can yet say be
all the time.
So but
how you react to them?
And I mean I say catch you say look at police never say commander Ashanti region
Kofi watch ACB
mako tuna twene yesi ezo mako tuna twene baby because so kasa na ikuti aban kakra bi na ya dumuja Ashanti region the way Kofi am robbery na a understandancy
almost zero
obe zero Ashanti region me see commander 1
yeah
once on nya side no on be friend commander 1
exactly
until there are some people omu ya aggressive omu ya combative like they come at people and I think say IGP needs to say but money there will be we understand but just like you said it's about the antecedents the precedents and
how to prevent it from happening again or lower it. I mean that's what life is about. I said damn crowd failure and that's it
but fast forward if say IGP say the ban you bone to Nyankopon fasama but say the ban you bone to no we are come grant press conference among focus say having crowd money
not in a million years
having crime
years and that is Ghana we are okay krobiti one no cross be do at hey don't bring my family into it why you say my family. That is how we prevent the truth from being said in Ghana. Say hey tell them Obama me but how do you say that? We are worried that are yet rampant and we are not getting solution.
We are not any question. We are not man. Say are there na Ghana for? With the men narrow down to Ghana for. Are there na Ghana for? Penning for power so bo.
Yes,
by empathy, but I didn't
exactly.
Why do we want appellations? Why you want abasu? Why you say? But when clearly there are issues.
For us to discuss
and critique and make sure say yes you be who say no where they yenya expert to cry to say vaccine dey to say airport to sika omujiji to say other issues when you expert to cry who say ade wey dey common sense cry dey to who say am for you criticize you ma anka IGP ewu eba police ni kra na ewu nti Ghanaians are sympathizing with the Ghana police service police ni na ewu nti ka ye ka say kra ka say look I made me feel say the Ghana phobia or the right to talk because enipa na and no life is worth losing. So but issue na banti mo mayen tuyebo na yen pa asem ni sibre police for ye di ebetumi mo conscience na mo kan so yetimo ase because ye nipa na ebi a because bullion vans why must say the nipa yi kan so mo bo a police attack atwas wa nkoko dia last make kan ko mo kum police for ni ade mo kum bullion vans no unim se mo be here bullion vans eye bulletproof we enu anka a man fan criticize anka ka ni bank for the Bank of Ghana ko shia into people into who asem see the amount for kano ama who so ye bibi nte say who say people have a say so don't come and say having kwana boni ni ho.
Yes it's really a bad call. You see you open yourself up for people to tell you what
sa same way bi na me kai say Mahama time Mark Woyongo eko kan yo mkoto about techima
violence begets violence
omkoto tutu bu amount for guy mu Kumasi radio station some say more you be EIB for
Kumasi there anyway ebusia
and only English version omo friend now koka say violence beget violence ebi na IGP we ya no you know Boniesi obian ka say heaven America crime nsia but untimi for America crime the rate
but what happens after the crime? That is why you have the police, you have institutions, you have the FBI, you have the CIA and no na ye kan say Boniesi ewie no. What are the plans you put in place to prevent it from happening again? And I should say that same lights and strike with the same spot twice. Says this year, Bakrono or more the Bonnie or Moko police in another woman, Eddie Skako. 5 years down the line, this people will be Yabesham Kutupa to go and do it again. But we woman here deterring enough. Obite Takrade or Tisunyani or say, hey, Charlie, what can I say? Kofi Amoah or police for natural mama could die jail for 100 years. It deters people. That is what we are talking about. That baby you do know. So America for UK near their body who accept said they have sophistication, but still crime is not of their system. Then it's as good as telling me that at least they have some level of making a system work. And as you say, invariably, no. Those are some of the things that we are talking about. And some places there's been some rise of crime scenario in the country. What are you doing as a police department to help curb this menace? Because say now, the things we expect you to talk about and say, Massa, even an Akomea will talk about street lightning. We can say, okay, this one happened during the day in church. Just say lightning alone is not enough in this regard. Then somebody will also raise the bar, say, okay, then let's find, let's put cameras at some vantage places so that and you're crying. Say every street be and 100 meters be a camera behind them. Oh yeah, at least you have a bit of footage to make some of this analysis. What should you do? What should you do? And no, but say you as the IGP who is supposed to give hope to the people that Masa, this is what we are planning to do and this is the direction we are going. You can't say for the report for find this but when you put in a rhetoric out there that Masa, the having crab one or so we should go and clap for you. Young say mama say, oh, why are they? And I say, yeah, young say why are they? And I say and found Musa. You see, it shouldn't come from you. Man could be a teacher in Ponkasa. But you being the first gentleman in terms of security in the country, we are Inspector General of Police, everything policing in Ghana, Shawase. We expect you to
very sad, very pathetic.
But then you leave room, say people, you expose yourself for people to throw shots at you. Then when people get a bit of disrespectful, and as you Ghana they encounter, but leadership is not giving hope to the people. Say this is how you say and come on, my perpetrators, you bring them to book. We've started primary investigations. We are trying to import this to help this thing.
Because I didn't see you. Amawa taking other steps.
Yes.
Who say security analyst, ordinary people, citizens, criticisms no. Abuama waye bibi.
Yeah.
Which is why you necessitated the meeting with Bank of Ghana, any Bankers Association of Ghana, ENRA. As you see, and more planning say, police for no more issue bullion vans, I have bulletproof near day. We see, na sa incident we need BSC. They can't go there. It remain very fresh.
Exactly, very fresh on our head.
Very fresh.
Yeah.
But and also say but into so who's at least people criticizing no.
Yes.
Ghana. Ghana, and no life is worth losing. Mamia sebi mobrofo, baby or team. Me who video no I'm just sad. Baby or team ne mami and son or tiasi krana or ton adia kakra share ne manu manu and a year den. Na see my motherless. What will be the future of such young innocent children?
Yeah.
And no common you into IGP. Nobody is trying to say. Well, people can call for your head that you must resign, but you must do this, you must do that because the retirement age na yeden apa and the amount extension you bako ewu na asama another one. So if people are saying now, you have to answer the first point of being persuasive towards your citizenry is acknowledging their feelings, empathizing with them.
Exactly.
Your friend usua mental health education na people are more disabilities no your friend is validating their feelings, making them feel say because we train our group homes until we teach people how to validate the feelings of a nipa taking care of them. Let them feel so you don't say I say okay, obi group home, and then the person is trying to do something. Who say abnormal. You appreciate, you acknowledge, and then you redirect. But okay, hey, no. Then that is where they get mad at you. Exactly. So on say all these things are taught. Into as someone see, Ghanaians are not happy. Nobody is worth dying of this sort. But incidents happen. At the end, you see we there. We are dying. People are criticizing you. My question is, if this policeman had not died and this policeman was able to capture Nkrofo ye hail police would the IGP have come out and say this?
He would have been the first to take the praise that
they give their boys good training.
Exactly. But
so issue, but it's how Onzameka say 10% is what 10% of life a year. The rest of the 90% how we react.
Exactly.
very sad.
It's an unfortunate statement to say that if something happens in it is a man.
Was it having Ghana, by America, UK, all the other developed countries in
but life after the Boneno, that is what you are joking with it, Uncle Foka. So you just have to listen. You see, that's why you expose yourself.
So we personalize ourselves for the mere fact to say, a security analyst for any time here, some here fresh blood to take up the police. And no, I see the so-called
experts.
Yeah. I see. So if any so-called security analyst is saying that we are not on top of our game, and that is why these things are happening, the person doesn't know what he's saying. In Tisau, you be nice. I see police constable. I say he said anybody who calls for his resignation because of the growing insecurity doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's an unfortunate one.
It's no resignation. I one resign. And no the hano. It's not about amount for consensus. Say you strengthen security. You combat and robbery. Police use different strategies. And another security analyst Bakoka say.
Strategies. Yeah, so it's called
because armed robbers they evolve
all the time. Because we are just silly. We say okay, she said you go for bullion vans. So why you think they'll come and do the same crime again there or the next 1 month or two? You see, we are always reactive and we are just chasing their shadows.
Yeah,
that's what really happens in this state. That's what we can say, Master. License does not easily strike in the same place twice. In a best striking point, it depends on how you handle it.
Yeah.
And within 1 week, near boys in any of my background, your interview, you won't say they did it. You say, hey, Charlie, we are no more saved. You are quite more teaching money. Let me just an example, not say they are teaching money. I quite more takradi. Then people will be confident that Master Ghana ye way. And in here, but go and buy a bullion van, you got on a board, they never oh, this is solve a problem. We are only treating the symptoms, symptomatic treatment.
But even that, I know they were promising almost 20,000 Ghana cedis. I to say, well, we knew the whereabouts. What between me appoint TV? I bet Ghana police. I bet 20,000 Ghana cedis.
For me,
can you say 200 million? Right,
20,000
million. 200 million. It's even
small.
I'm so yeah.
No.
But some catch say give yourself a week. Police for armed robbers no. Because there's a policeman involved. Anything I make say, and Kayana me person mumfasa desire na. You see Ahmed Swale's death. Look at JB Dankwa's death. Omufengri rem na other places obi eku obi a te say MP or campaign no ba ya omukunu ya MP eno say mo hotakrade na
Fantiman
you see up till now up till now.
I agree. Say the way he was going about it and some of these rhetorics rather make it.
Okay. That's like I say, Danko African Market, KM Ralph Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, and of course, Vernon Women's Health Services. Some other Roman segment, we bro. Couple of messages, and then we move on to the next story. Mamia Bankuma says, Opo, now, dear Ghana, Jinyame. And then she says, Opo, you can do my job, pal. I like that validate their feelings. Psychiatric nursing right there. No empathy from our leaders. Yeah. More or less,
exactly.
They should use that money to equip themselves. Or see 20,000 now. What they are supposed to say, well, be to me a more tip whereabout of these robbers. No, almost 20,000.
Themselves, they have a lot of teething problems they have to solve.
Okay, breaking news. Nana Grada loses court case facing 4-year jail term. Breaking news, just in. Agrada was found guilty on charges of operating television station without license and publishing charlatanic charges. Agrada pleaded not guilty initially but amended her pleas based on which she was sentenced. She has been fined 46,000 Ghana cedis. Patience Asiedua, a self-acclaimed evangelist, has been handed a fine of 46,000 Ghana cedis for operating television channels without certification and displaying what the court deems to be charlatanic material. Nana Agrada, as she's popularly known, was convicted by Accra Circuit Court, presided over by Emmanuel Esando. It is reported that Nana Agrada pleaded guilty and was convicted on her own plea. Agrada, according to court documents, was fined 36,000 for operating TV without appropriate documents from the authorities. Failure to pay the said amount we see has spent 3 years in prison with hard labor. She was also fined 10,000 for display of charlatanic materials on live television. A default in payment will see her spend another year in prison. The prison sentence will run concurrently as per their report.
Yes.
International Ucheska that's it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but
40
it's a big one, and the issue has that I'm happy that at least a sentence has been pushed through.
Yeah, at least
say my sister, my essay, people were feeling that
the best channel.
Exactly. I mean,
but I think the court was lenient with that because the court now pleaded guilty. Now sentence.
Some pleaded guilty there. The prosecution should not prove beyond reasonable doubt. Because one can tell you to him say my
temper.
Exactly, justice with mercy. But just a gun and it's way too much. Maybe guilty crime, but can't 1 year be just for.
So present going to be a 46,000 with compulsory 1 year jail term.
Exactly. No, exactly. And 6 months being paid, the person should go.
So 46,000. I think I grad that 46,000 Ghana is
no money.
It's no money to.
But you see, people too are of the view that I grad that kind of when charlatanic activities ne obun kofo no and yet type no bow so the tune there no one or two one I'm saying of fiscal scanner work there. People always feel that just like my Kennedy Japan will say, greedy people got themselves in that web. But just that as a country to say protect your citizen, Chrome, I want to mean national television say for Sikana, that is where as a nation we also lose out on those things. We need to clamp down on some of these things that the citizenry must be protected. Or shop, I wouldn't say above American standard. You don't need to ask questions. Sana nipa tell more UK. Who could iska more than $1,000? You have £1,000. You have to prove what they are there. Who could you rent? I say they'll pay for you. Yeah, that is how they run their system. No money. Want to make banks or UK. It's very difficult. What bank could £2,000?
So it's all justified or this kind of question. So I have more limit. I have no limit. Who is
maybe about 10,000?
Yeah, the question.
Yeah,
5,000 crown.
Yeah, I said what they coin from. Why are you taking all that money bulk from your account in the So those are some of the things that we talk about that protect the citizenry. Because you don't expect everybody to be intelligent, everybody to be white. Then why they be a friend unsuspecting Ghanaians. They're always not suspecting. Yeah. So you help them to keep them in line. Yeah. But it's a reason to say, Massa, don't live in a world. There's no free money. Okay. Over America, for $10, $100
So you think that the judgment is fair in your opinion?
It's very lenient, but I mean,
like it's okay for you just for the fact it's a judgment about. And some court to at least this one there's a judgment.
Exactly.
So I think it has also come early because I got pleaded guilty
to the.
So you are expecting to hear Kwiapin Polo's case too, right? Yeah. You are expecting a judgment too?
Oh, that's not maybe.
I
didn't say I don't know, but
okay.
I think it's no more.
Let's move on to the next. That was just the breaking news that Nana Grada Okokoto was D4 into court. I find 36,000 Ghana say no oye TV or Ghana bra no new license and 10,000 say now there the amount for TV so we charlatanic materials TV so into 46,000 Ghana citizens from Omampeni Akufo-Addo mfanchichiro mine so when to me and tua there obeko afiase in fear 9 36,000 3 years now just 1 year bia 12,000 and 10,000 so for 1 year a buni pano and also 1 year so 246,000 there she's free so when to me and tua there abai so onko she fiase in fear 9 with haliba onko ya dwumaden ti bia wo kokofo bi o ho saa no dia benwa na manfo be dom ya the prisoners ba benwa na agrada aka ho but that is if she's unable to pay
exactly
the fine. No president can even shower in the presidential jet. Nitiwul on Akufo-Addo's presidential jet. Minister of Defense has said that the president deserves more than the Falcon jet. He said the presidential Falcon is unfit for Akufo-Addo's business trips. Akufo-Addo has been accused of renting a jet that cost Ghana £15,000 sterling an hour. But your friend, you phone lines no madaroma, and at the time, the Minister of Defense Dominic Nitiwul has said the president's safety is the most important factor considered when deciding the type of aircraft for his trips. According to him, the current presidential jet is challenged with limited passenger and luggage capacity, fueling issues among others. Addressing Parliament on the airworthiness of the presidential jet, Dominic Nitiwul indicated that the president cannot even take his shower on the aircraft. This aircraft will carry a load of 11 persons minus the crew. When this aircraft is traveling to the eastern part of the USA or Asia, it will not load a crew of more than 8 plus the luggage. So it depends on where it is going. Secondly, I have also said the aircraft has to do refueling stops, and also in the COVID-19, when you are traveling to multiple destinations like the president recently did, the Falcon couldn't have been taken because he would have had to do technical stops which are not desirable. He added that the president works hard enough to rake in money for the country, hence deserves more than a Falcon. When he is traveling with more than 20 people like he has been doing for business trips that brought huge sums of money for this country, he will need more than just a Falcon. Otherwise, others would have to go a day ahead before the president to prepare themselves. In fact, the president would also have to go a day ahead because no president can shower in this aircraft. He cannot move from this aircraft straight into a meeting. We ending somewhere or the akwakutuja, but the aircraft can fly, can do everything, but it cannot. And I say or by America, as so Gina FULA, and as some technical stops, which are of say any desirable, and or the nipa bet say a dunu to kwaya. Just a monumudi can for flight for train another a day before, and another now so just a day before because so won't mean you are flight in the winter. Say Utukwan could do a Kodan hotel, could jari and son or meeting. So these are some of the end of science Utukwan be a Pesica brain to deserve better aircraft.
It's an interesting one. You've always been clamoring, said Dominic Nitiwul, I mean, Minister for Defense, who are the custodians of the presidential fleet of aircraft, should come and answer the real reasons why the president had to travel on such an aircraft. But I think he has laid the facts to bear, and it's up to us, the court of public opinion and other women in Ghanaians, to say, maybe I've been money. It's true, aircrafts have, private jets have washing areas. I mean, we can't take it away from them. People bath in them. Your aircraft to be a dry room and that's the purpose of some of these things. There should be privacy. There should be everything in there. To see a Falcon jet in any way now, I think it's a bit of news. Say it should be discussed. But where I have a problem is that I don't think this to tell me that any showering facility in a very major, it cannot be fixed quickly for him to use it. You see, you are doing a friend, a bus on the screw, and an integral part. So, catch him say, the
fueling problems.
Fuel pump in a boson, a bit faulty, a corner, a cow, you I mean, it's major. We all be worried because if you lose a president, it's
his safety is very paramount.
Yes, to all of us. But when you decide to be very frivolous in what you're asking for, people you
allow.
But what is wrong with that? So everybody should fly in the presidential jet.
They
can't have an alternative.
That's for the president.
Exactly.
If you're a minister, maybe he can travel with under his own discretion.
Exactly.
Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of 11, his ministers.
They say minus the crew 11. So meaning that your 11 passenger spaces. I mean, Brofone said that it's 11 minus crew. And I say including. They say a crew na there. Maybe your say man be mponka and 2 pilots and co-pilots in the FEMA 11 EFA and 11 say major dignitaries and say cabinet ministers. Can't you join in that one to go? And that impression say okay, so I'll call about Washington and about person walking straight into a meeting. And I say I call the hotel man no ko jare answer near the it comes with its own price near there. I think it makes a bit of sense. I wouldn't sit here and say that doesn't make sense. But these are fixable issues. I mean, you can't tell me that that's far on the bathing area no you to me fixing within the next 1 month and you're very usable.
Earlier on they were saying fly and minister, but some of the MPP communicators, including the Okan, say Nana don't for trotron and quabridge, that communicator anything. But now more
didn't cry,
but now more say flight no jet na say intimin 2 and Juma. But the minister said Juma perfectly. But on say fueling because American as I say stops.
yes
to petrol gum
yes
and now fuel
exactly
it is so yeah and technical also call flying from Ghana to America and Asia but the president didn't come to America. He went to Europe. Europe is closer, just 6 hours.
I had a friend whose boss had a private jet to Nigeria. One of their major senators. I mean, so he gets on the private jet a lot.
I see this aircraft to carry a load of 11 persons minus the crew.
Yes.
When this aircraft is traveling to the eastern part of the USA.
Yes.
Or Asia, it will not load a crew of more than 8 plus the luggage. So it depends on where it is going.
Yes.
Secondly, say about America a different scenario
exactly.
Because
which makes sense. Your drag
secondly, I've also said that the aircraft has to do refueling stops. And also in this COVID-19, no, na do to mean jina.
Yeah.
Because in Kamnami question and me baby san say, Wama America. He went to Europe. 6 hours the aircraft should be able to go.
Should be able to fly.
6 hours no. On stop on your refueling. They are also about Asia and then American there, but he was going to Europe.
You see, that is what I call politics of elitism. They begin to.
But Ochire mu say COVID nunsunti. Now mum peso be jina atoto fuel or other countries.
And I think the fueling should be one. I'm not sure that Obeka say fly 3 hours to be a fuel. He needs to come and convince me that a Falcon jet fuels after every 3 hours. I say could you Mali? If you Mali and Eko Mauritania, if Mauritania could Las Palmas and San could do UK. I mean, unless he wants to say this thing, because you're about US in park and completely say about fuel once.
Yeah.
They are your Falcon jets and yes, small plane.
Yeah.
I bet you fly 6 hours non-stop. So
yeah,
US, it does. About 13
it
hours.
Does, yeah.
So 14 hours in park. It's just one fuel.
Almost it to me fly 9 hours.
Exactly. So why will you use that technical say we have multiple stops because of COVID? We see when you say because of COVID, we all understand. Maybe the COVID makes some of these things, you can use it as a respite. To say that okay, COVID near the people have to come in near there. And it is not too necessary. Would do one there's proper arrangement. You don't even need to get down from the aircraft. They just need to connect.
President they won't see
exactly.
But if you are also be a person freshen up, I want to mean freshen up.
No, why will you just get to say if refuel in here do one you want to get down from the aircraft to freshen up?
No, not get down. Like say on stops be brave woman in
there will not be
a person freshen up in the flight.
With all apologies to him, I don't think that my little reading and having somebody who was always in a private jet from a Nigerian boss, there are not multiple stops. So walk Southeast Asia. I agree. From Ghana, a 16-hour flight to Dubai and 8 hours to China, and so that one you can even buy no crampo. 2 stops will be okay for this flight to get to the place. Until you see and know as reasons are. The more you listen, the more you realize that it doesn't wash. And besides, people are worried. Why go for it? So what costs Acropolis company now? We went for one of their most expensive
flight. Yeah, that was going to be my next question, sir. Let's, without things being equal, let's take Minister Nunchiri Shoma and the floor of Parliament and to be true. Now, couldn't we have gone for a less expensive flight?
Moderate
£15,000 an hour there.
Exactly. What called JKL? Plenty of
fine. Ne moto ni say obebo public person who buy. Say no shareable.
I mean, maybe I but I know where he is coming from. I mean, sometimes maybe we can see and consider where he's coming from. Maybe on young forcer. If you don't have a president, he's been born with a platinum spoon in the mouth. But not to say that should influence some of these things, because it's a public position you are holding. Into Ukraine itself, I say, why will you go for the most expensive aircraft among the fleets from that Farnborough UK firm? Because everything is on the internet. If you go that JKL plane of fire, plane it is true for na effort. They don't. It's not for everyone. Why will you bottom sika? You will not do that. Before he was president, will he tell me so? Didn't sika because hire that expensive aircraft and
he wasn't president. He wasn't president of Ghana.
Yeah, but the point is, a one man alive for that. You can tell me that on private capacity, he was sitting in that aircraft, £15,000 an hour. You see, it influences the discussion. that sometimes you know free say if your president be on my every 1 month you took and quadruche. No baby so say before you became president, were you going abroad every month, and can you even afford the luxuries? What could that president?
No, said before you became president, there your personal level, but when you become president, your travels increases. I know there you travel more.
Yes, but people will always, but it will be brought to question too that will lifestyle before and after will be questioned too. I say because I'm now president in a triple or fourple of what I was doing all the time. What could that presidential suite? Maybe a year 15,000 for a night. When you become president, you have to go and sleep there. Work on maybe every month. Work down more. It becomes very expensive on a third world country. I mean, that's what some of us are talking about. And from what the honorable minister went to say at Parliament, there's a problem because he had to quash the whole idea that the Falcon jet has some basic problems. A flying coffin. It is not. One thing he said was to use one.
And I'm quoting, I'll say the Airbus ACJ320 Neo, owned by Acropolis Aviation based in Farnborough, UK, and registered as G Kelt, is the most luxurious and the most expensive in the Acropolis fleet. Exactly. It's almost flight renting na and no luxurious. I say very expensive.
Why will you put that stress on ourselves when kids are still sitting under trees? Now because it's from Adam, I know you reason to still in the D. But you see, modesty becomes a hallmark of any great leader. If you want people to really empathize, see inside for you, well, like we say in a local parlance. But the more I was waiting for the minister who takes care of the Falcon jet to come and give me the reasons, and the more that's why I read it very well, verbatim. So the more you read, the more you realize that it's just a frivolous spending. So you need to be worried.
Earlier on, you seem to be in agreement, Elizabeth, but as the discussions went on, your stance
to take a private jet in there, I don't think it was a problem. I mean, he's the president of the country. Yeah. He said you'll be too quiet and rent a private jet in there. But the point is, will be how to be sure. Yeah, I didn't see that you're into Menko.
Yeah.
Before you are giving money to a foreign company,
and then reasons have been given.
And the reasons they are giving that only shower area and so call France and I say so on the 6th of May. So for a meeting, so on the 5th. No that one over 19th. You know, these are the reasons why. Let's go and face the shower. I don't think that it can't be fixed. But I know he will not use it.
But my question is, if the president would have to go a day before and that would save us money, what is wrong with that?
Why wouldn't you do it? Where cost benefit analysis are? That's with the flight, but he needs to be there at night. Maybe he will do analysis and tell you that the whole crew must go and sleep overnight. Some will rent a whole hotel and we'll come overnight. Maybe the Ghana mom no sorry for plane you see, but these are very flimsy from where we are coming from. We say America spend a lot on their presidents in there because they have the means and they are generating money.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But we have teething problems. You don't even have street lights in there.
Yeah.
It is if our president is flying in the most expensive aircraft from a private company, 2.8 million Ghana cedis was spent on that flight alone.
10 days or 9 days.
It's a lot of money which can do a lot of things for us. So I'm particularly not convinced with the reasons they're ascribing why he had to reject the Falcon jet and go and rent a very expensive one. You need to see the pictures of that aircraft. Maybe someone will say, Macron, and you do need that aircraft to go and get money from them. Why do you make ourselves a laughing stock?
Why do we make ourselves a laughing stock? Manucho, are you justifying the childish reasons given? Wow. So you are saying because the Falcon does not have a bathroom, we should take a second look at it. Manucho, what do you mean by...
Is that what I said?
No, earlier on Anauka said...
no, but I never said. Early on, I didn't even say that I support that if there's no bathroom compartment, you should go and sit in that way. Nitiwul said the Falcon jet is too okay to fly, and that's where I started from. I never said anything like, and there's all for private expensive a flying coffin there. If the man said a flying coffin, I would justify him not sitting in it. But Nitiwul did not tell us that it's a flying coffin and it has no safety checks and all those things. All he said was it doesn't have a bathing area. I never justified why you should go for an expensive J-Kelt airplane.
Okay, so says does or say are you Manucho, are you justifying? Let me take the message again.
Yes, the way of doing reverse psychology.
Manucho, are you justifying the childish reasons given? Wow, so you are saying because the Falcon does not have a bathroom, we should take a second look at it. Manucho, what do you mean by it makes a bit of sense for the explanation given? I'm very much, in fact, double much disappointed in your submission. Manucho, this afternoon, hypocrisy at its best from you. Just for your information, the Falcon flies 9 hours. I already told him. 9 hours non-stop. Please, not 6 hours. Wait, Manucho. Is right now... Manucho is right now contradicting himself right now. In one instance, there is a bit of sense in what the minister is saying. And now that you are being pressed with questions from Opo, you are now condemning this action. Manucho, please take your stand. Hey, my encha Mami Agnes Buafo. Yeah. Ma Agnes Buafo. O say o na ya ncha na just say who say yenhwe.
Yes.
On share your Facebook
exactly.
But with your radio, so I say as I your radio, so no. Yes, you see
exactly.
But with your radio, so now taxi and WhatsApp no so a bet because the radio is for the community.
Yes,
just like we keep saying all the time. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't ascribe him saying that it's a childish reason and it doesn't make sense. A bit of sense in there.
Yeah,
it needs a bathing area. Every proper private jet it has a bathing area.
And then he said he has luggage and capacity issues and fueling issues.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't subscribe they are childish. You might not.
I equally agree with you, sir. President life here, exactly. President safety here. By Sikana ya deko far flight ne doso. It's too much. It's as simple as that.
Too much.
If this Falcons no problems are, I think into 2.8, you know, can you to me fan fix a bathroom?
Kroma said nothing is impossible. Bibia within hours. They had to change a whole building.
Because this money
less than 2 hours.
This money is that we gave out. Private company, Omajico.
Yes.
Omaji 15,000
per hour. 8 million because France or the best in South Africa not the buy. And your reason for not doing the Falcon jet is that the bathing area is not fixed.
And if we had used that money to fix the issues and Kayenya Falcon,
yes.
It's a private company we still need money to fix these issues you are talking about.
Exactly.
So why couldn't we fix if we could manage to get money instantly to board a private jet, £15,000 an hour? Why couldn't we use that money to fix the airway? Because the flight can fly for 9 hours.
And the most expensive among the fleets.
Yeah, fleets. The
affluence and the opulence that they display is very annoying. You see, what's here? Sometimes you try to justify everything, but you say now the opulence, it doesn't really make sense to most of us. That you have to go for the most expensive, and you have to. The country is really.
Okay, with that said, then let's look at Martin Amidu saying that Martin Amidu's story out there by he's on the so starting or trying the article now. This is the article he wrote.
Yes.
President Akufo-Addo's family and friends, Agyapa. Agyapa Kabuki dance. Oh, okay. Agyapa Kabuki dance with a special prosecutor and parliament by Martin K. Amidu. Also, on the debut article. Now, where they are trying.
He writes very well.
Yeah, or tro papa. When them say, oh yeah, the thesis were amre. Or tro papa. Hey, now how many pages? I just want to look at how many. 15 pages. 15 pages. Now, kind Nina. Now, kind you say Nanado Ede Nede Beja Kunyano. I see Agyapa deal teaches Ghanaians Akufo-Addo came to power on rhetoric.
Yeah.
Obedede in Beja Kunyano. Because Agyapa deal no nieme wom ni nsem wom. Martin Amidu has opened up the conversation on Agyapa royalties transactions. He said the transaction shows that Akufo-Addo came into office on rhetoric. He indicated that his article demonstrates what consequences await the special prosecutor.
Yes.
According to him, the analysis on the Agyapa deal teaches all Ghanaians that this government came to power on the strength of the rhetorical abilities of a candidate who had perfected the art of saying one thing and doing exactly the opposite. To say obebo minor person who buying, obe incorruptible, any day. Martin Amidu saying all this.
You see, Martin Amidu, he's a prolific writer of a sort. I mean, you can never run away from it. And like he said, rhetorics, I mean, using persuasive language, figure of speech in idea just to get something done, but not really meaning what you wanted to do. Now, you see another interesting way, maybe I gives us a word to go and research. Kabuki syndrome. It's a rare multi-system disorder characterized by multiple abnormalities, including distinctive facial features.
Oh, so it's a natural word. Oh, it feels a jargon.
Yeah, kabuki. Like I'm sure you'll be first in the tone, including facial features, growth delays, varying degrees of intellectual disabilities, skeletal abnormalities, and short stature.
Intellectual disabilities.
Exactly. Intellectual disabilities, skeletal abnormalities, and short stature. It's like Kabuki syndrome. Growth. There's abnormalities. Now we are stunted in growth. I said, "Kwala, we Ghana. You tap from way." I
say I was hoodwinked.
I mean, lied, deceived.
Deceived. I was hoodwinked like many other Ghanaians. First, to support the Kabuki campaign of candidate Nana Addo Akufo-Addo for president during the 2016 elections, and secondly, to accept to be the special prosecutor in the teeth of my initial refusal to be nominated for the office of the special prosecutor, with the assurance of real independence to perform the functions of that office. I never phantom that the president I trusted so much and upon whose honor I accepted the office merely wanted to use my known public reputation and integrity to foster suspicious corruption and corruption activities in his government. I wish the next special prosecutor good luck during his tenure.
Yeah, it looks like
this is a very powerful statement, portion.
Yeah, I know. You just had to pull some parts to really read to us.
Say Nanado, just like any other Ghanaian, Ghana Nibia said your dead no man support no. To 2016 or support Nanado.
Yes,
because of the Kabuki campaign.
Yes.
And now or sign dead there no ni share 1-on-1 and son or just initially no refuse to accept and on any tena say make jawo ama why you juma men fami san come more independence na wa che omo mo bokro no keta se hye nyina na Ghana yetimi protect or say that is what Nanado used to convince him only for Nanado to use on only public reputation because na Ghana for nyina agine di say Matinami do or anti corruption crusader. I feel that Nanado or accepted officer. Nanado wanted to use the public no reputation and integrity to foster suspicious corruption. I feel the need be rura get as a sheni proyemune kankai.
Exactly. I think those are some of the reasons why he decided.
Why yet disappointed and or we should the next special prosecutor.
Well,
good luck.
I mean, those are some of the reasons why he decided.
So Martin Amidu is today telling Ghanaians and Nanado corruptible. Or you're corrupt.
Oh, he called the mother of all serpents.
Mother of all serpents.
He's written articles on articles. You see, where baby are sometimes, I mean, to sound a bit off. What I don't understand, Martin Amidu, is that even me, a small potato without any special law background, knew very well that the OSP was a rubber stamp. Because he had no prosecutorial powers.
Or say, the Agyapa royalties transactions. Anti-corruption analysis and assessment report was done professionally without fear or favor, affection or ill will. When our political rhetorical president saw that the report implicated him, his family and friends in suspected corruption activities, an official government anti-corruption assessment supported by law became an instrument of political damage control for his government.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, but the truth is that is his point. And he espoused them very well, how the Japan well, and by the power of the office, and he was given that special way to look into it. And he wrote his report, and we know what he said in the Gabi issue, the Kenuforiata issues, in the idea were clearly expressed in there, espoused in there. But I was making a point that I knew very well, even from my small potato point of view, that the OSP was a rubber stamp. Why am I saying this? One man prosecutorial powers, and it was not equated to the level of a minister. Once we say minister point, that means all ministers are in a way, no, which organogram no, so you can go to them for any document. But the Attorney General was made to supersede the OSP.
But with regards to information getting it, yes, because of RT and Okraba, necessary the OPB, the man about or see
because because they feel it's a bit of a block too. Because I some we are mandated say Oman Famana he can subpoena them near them.
Subpoena them.
Yeah, that is where maybe the law. I'll leave it. I will not try to be an expert, but it looks like they were not given it. And where was the backing that he could just force his way to get it? All those things came into the picture, and see, all of us knew that the OSP per se independent. You should have been given the prosecutorial powers. Massa, Obia would you say enough information for no court. Now go and prove your reasonable doubt and Pakrona ye ni NGSika first. Yet me and GSika, you put the person in jail because the idea of the OSP office was for Ghana to get as much as possible. Was not meant to be seen as a judgment seat to crucify people, but to make sure that Ghana doesn't lose a lot of revenue.
Money, no. Exactly, that was the first way. Because Sikana yera no first na
I mean corruption na ye too much. And the second one, yeah man the power obe to me akokod because he's a lawyer of repute who has been through the system. He's
former Attorney General.
Yeah, dear. So why will you fear giving that person prosecutorial powers? And one of I sat in studios to say that I dare wear a rubber stamp. Because if you show me you cry, somebody still.
What is a rubber stamp?
A rubber, I just say, you see, so keke, a to me be a name, a nebu. Because at the end of the day, I say criminal issues in Ghana are being dealt with by the Attorney General. Some new problem, but Uber me fear, I say, Uber try say we come no kokota. A do be I have to stay out for the Attorney General to take over. No person can take somebody on a criminal issue in Ghana. It's the Attorney General, the state versus the person. So why Jim Sika what before them be na say na about the mekadia no dey betimi akokoti akotwane ajiska na mame. So at the end of the day the Attorney General has that first way discretion to follow or to say young question. So that is why I realized that the OSP's office had a problem. Why should I say when enough information and case of the court? Then somebody calls you to tell you that you know what I say no I'm not interested for two baby. He Amidu himself too. Sometimes he should cut out some slack. You were given an office for 2 years, and what did you even do with it? The very issue you were able to really hold on a little was that Mahama Yarigo and court about some ambulance or say it was in his name. That was the only significant court issue I mean say. But no people then
say no Attorney General no more interest. Say okay, I know the fakwa. How would you know? Because on to me for some court Attorney General man.
Yes, I mean that
is also another angle, and you can also say so which is also a good argument.
Yeah, but 2 years on, I mean it was always one office. I didn't like this office. Here was not good. Here was not this. But it doesn't take him away from the substantive that Masa, the Agyapa, and the way it has gone. I mean, we all have our own ideas to it. So for me, the OSP's office, it looks like a setup which has been defeated. I don't think that it was the president's own initiative, but if it has failed and it's losing credibility, let's say it was Kiseja. Where have you got into with that one? Kiseja being mentioned, and all of a sudden, over a month or so, I think Martin is writing. For those who have interest, should go and read. And it's not speaking from an opinion point of view, from an investigation it did, and he's putting it out there. So it's interesting. For those of us who want to go and read, we are reading it and we are following it with keen interest. The good thing is that this Agyapa deal, I don't think that you see any light of that as far as I'm concerned. The more you look at the major actors and the subscribe, it doesn't really cut for me.
Couple of messages now, Emra Manucho. With that said, I think about 1-7 Tiebefa course no.
Yes.
But there is one interesting topic and now pesa udi unjuman na yentu mianye. So I would plead with you to possibly add it to the issues you want to tackle tomorrow. Dr. Kofi Amoah vaccine issue.
Exactly.
Let's do that tomorrow. Yeah, do that tomorrow because of time constraints, so we can pick our callers and your callers no so to me do my join chiraba. But before I beba lines no so no buy ka for so betumi afre 508-304-9394 508-304-9394 ofra now do also wadwen chire e de aba na before I beba calls no so no na mapeke. I think the first caller is already on the line. Beba calls no so no me kan a couple of messages ya na amanfo na me compare some messages me manira. For Ghana, the weather demand. Okay. Where they are check. It's the rationalization of issues that puts me off. In the heat of the moment, as a senior citizen and chief servant of the people, you don't say such things. Must they respond to every criticism? That is a questioner. Nanaba Ebisa say IGP ka say having crowd having kwana bonini hono. And Obisa say bibia na say omo respondo ana. Okay. Oh, messages in the Opo, you see, we told you guys Nanado is mafia lying president who just lied to Ghanaians just to make himself and his family rich at the expense of the taxpayers. Manuchu will defend the president again in this Agyapa deal, which is described as kabuki move to throw dust into the eyes of the public to vote for him. Okay, that's that kesiye pa PSA de more ding at the Emma Nabiam Barbering Salon. So ube yuti no CSC ho. No luku sexy, no luku attractive. Be pacho Nabiam Barbering Salon. Adaruma usiesie fe na bibia so koso na osi yenkanche ose ene Wednesday ti special promotion bra na be yuti na bibia so tumi enko enkan Nabiam Barbering Salon Adaruma ana otaye chi a wa mai kwan amonso mo frechire ma adwi Main Street ya ne opani asiama store no ne bo super ultra modern Barbering Salon obi agia tum brabe yuti no wanimu na ona wonye fe otaye chi ana ye di phone e-segment bro ana fe anochi trading ene anochi cold store minua bema anochi dano 50 and 54 Hamilton Street or 55 Hamilton Street, whichever way. M's anochi training will be in maybe number 50 and M's 54. Hamilton Street. Open nam open duanimu duani ebuona efua braho kogana je container de abanra meni manucho ko ho akwaji fresh and na me pon a wa ba besra me fi bia obe die duane fresh fresh anochi trading and anochi cold store omo daruma ena omo asoya sina omo so my di phone in-segment edi ebro ebrana so say ye famu adwumade ni yamodia monso mo adwenkyere show no it for our viewers and our listeners, and of course enye ye dia nti ebraso say ye je monso mo adwenkyere eti free sabre iko ye idea ofra ye be fa. Oh, unfortunately I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden course now was a drop pay off. Okay, young call line is on the course no 508-304-9394 508-304-9394 outside Ghana now the +1 ashe nimu ba for Israel Asari besha siamame ba for Israel Asari area na daddy boat echo na wa number ye 95 is daddy boat number and they ask me timi asha so ba for apom to say
yanko pardon boko
my intio mini abema you are the first caller yanko the next 2 minutes.
Yo mamencha na mencha wati fu nyana ye na ma temo ma bato ne djuma den na mamencha se mfamfi ni ame bra panyin emse mini so si German South deputy attorney general Akpeteshie
oh there be ono na say ma need death penalty in free ono ofi mo area ha on
that's an free double as a matter of fact meaning me father more or less a really to cry my elder brother.
Oh, okay.
Mainly no, I go. You may be not because of fear, not because or you may be saying, but the truth of the matter, and they say, you may be glad, so I will Ghana now. Next, the Dua, I'm robbery, ATM and also. You know what situation worship to make no. You didn't think about human rights. If you didn't think about somebody's right, I think that was also right to live, You have to collect it from me.
As I walk Jesus, the enemy said Jesus catch Peter said the or second no necessary will do a treat to a tuano as we will be Tresakaya as long as we see Kayano.
Of course, back on the time, and because you in the Holy Book.
Yeah.
So say if you say you don't want to die by then you also don't kill somebody because you be your papa your papa now one wa bet na be that here na another like I say don't do someone to go to the point I no the prison now request say am fani no na ya ma na be broad or ya allergic one meanwhile it is allergic to work could be papa work could be but but the sentence or one such a person you one company you could be next time somebody number be or don't know and then the way to corner another now finally I Ghana na no when you mean and okay Papa German South. Yeah, you see your me, Yanka Sanka say person but alleged walk yeah, it's a street like this. I just think I've years about 3 years, me now so mumba. Hasana heard Madame traffic, Hasana, Sana heard Adesana house, Sa Yama. Yama Papa Chrono born in answer for to think it for so yaji we move to Yapa we are the night no one, Kasani Manania because Robert will always do their things hiding in the dark.
Yeah.
You can say, it means a street like me, I think, and a super one year reduced to now. Security issues wrong.
Yeah.
Not that any number, anything, while we want to be up and I think if I want to pack any more day at the same, I thought the boys here, one day that's would be a traffic man on day at the same can anymore.
Yeah.
All those people, they are security threats. I don't know why people are not checking because somebody was threatened. Ghana Pakuka say a man of money so I put not to only the next day who now the money scar. As a man Ghana can say okay, so me told the now one annual. Our academy the next day. Man Kofi the whole day went to Yana. But I say so I think the national security should look at that place tonight because the robbery there is getting too much. But that's more fun to us.
Yeah, that's CP so that's a you know Bema bad for Israel. Sorry, Daddy Bo to Osmania bomb design.
International
Radio Domizumi Wade pa yentio.
Nanya miase na mencha Honorable Frank Bruno one MPP manyina America. Na mencha CFO mudimachi a omo ba omo madika nyina mencha omo. Na ne sebo kwa kanobo kwa protest a football I feel we bus near and I blow with you now. You are going to say you qualify near the book. You not supporters are more for going to say a brief mobile boy and Timula Namuma Bofi. International many the papa after Chiaboa, I are gonna find. The result of my Ghana and upon radio stations I have also now be a papa number to say. That's when we go our cano. Omuye no more for the demon on. I'm not going to be moved so that you see me part of the honor and the right to the empire and Sanka. So I let me know because you see. So that's a little bit yes, in human rights. No, sure, yeah, no, when I didn't tax near the Amana, no, sure. All colors or complain of a Saba and any party. The Kono Bono, yet the Amuno no one full of go now who boom Mukudama. And the dreamy and almost a monk of war, Mukiba, Nair, Koso, Nair, Koso. The middle to say, and you real 100 to say at 2. Tell me what good prayer. Now see a cookie. And the man have on the boneno, a free war. It's a lesson I can come against also here. You know, damn. Mama said, well, we will be our Katani Banachi, and Banachi. Now, very sure you might first lie. Only to some at Yami wrong. The tip of our Casacra, and a cook name and Buna, I was so not I am because I would just say, any Casatinti, and about going here, I am ready to say, a share the office you command. They didn't say what you want, yes, I am more my Ghana. While no she. It is now the same thing. Count, you are not just saying the book, or you are not just saying the book. The minimum is going to could I say? The minimum is going to say, our family of the car, a papa, and your papa, minimum family do that because for you know, mine no far, and maybe a going to buy, you know. Like I so true, you know, the music, and for you know, mine. What I say, it is now the Babino Via, now the country, she know the country, only a Simbiaka, not a car with you, Agyapa. The national and moving along with the same thing. And a dear lady, Okakabia, Okase, come to see what we are, we are. Make catch up upon the same one can say you. One can say you because of my moving without Lagonia. It is my other teacher. Now that you say, come hopefully to this having gone a crown. And yet, as a papa, okay. So, we are now, my now going in Ayahubaya. Can you see? The point you have a family in the yeah. Not that the same people who do that. Mr. Nayaka, Papa, I say, or they can get himself from the ball. If you need more Malabasa Moya, if you put 20 Papa on Grano, not Jack, I can't be a papa. Napa boy, I said, come, we are Sibia, Ghana, the Indian or Okrana, and then to share the into Mr. Uncle. Long time relative, no more peckers of a public country and a castle here. Then your politics, one can say, yeah, that's it.
Yes, that's CP, Daddy Boo, thank you very much. And Bajawa number 95, no Twasman, where
95
and 995, yeah, where yeah, Ibrahim Apum to say.
My
into.
You can mammy mama bato. You can mammy mama bato. No one can tell me there. Ajuma, Ghana, what I am trying to say, Ghana, Muti Catalina. Now, I'm not going to say my idea. Now, I'm Pacho. That daddy was in Congo. That plenty of good and governor. They say Abrona a bag of 4 million. And they have a bag of 4 million. It is our plenty of good and governor. Now, what is it? I know it's on my wife. I know it's on my wife. Now, the woman is
almost saying.
That plenty of food and job now, and I never mind. And I brought back a 4 million. I brought back a 4 million.
I brought back a 4 million.
4 million, and they are making 4 million.
And Mimi's almost say, Mimi's almost say, planting for jobs and food, no, the buyer, no, I don't know, Brubu. Why? I know the Samaway. The woman in Ghana, no, Ghana secret man, another name of secret Nayabata. Man from so be another name of Ghana secret Nayabata. Because we couldn't one family. Another name of mine, and you'll be another. No more for our no to follow or one to follow. I know the age, another age. There's some now can is another.
What is another for him saying? There's 2 seconds. What is a cover? Free soldiers, Mambo, you started to about in the 2. Like the 2 like the 2
and how does that Asuma okay? How does that connect to say okay? Mebacho abato na isi ya no. Nanado baby antokwa si na oho. Nanado no oho. And other na onkasa IGP on the ship police force. Other na onkasa. Na say other soldier for na na police for na. No, Ghana Constitution, no. Baumiane, Vice President, and a share police force. Nana do a share soldier force. Sana Ghana, Momo Denity. A woman said Baumia advice, dear, but I will can in Chichimuna. Baumia takes care of the police. Yes, sir.
Journalist, great journalist. I'm a king. I will just go to Ghana.
Let us see Ibrahim before front to us. Oh, sorry. About time, so times are now time. So what do you say? What is Subono? I mean, and Rasa Haruna Idrisu, minority leader in parliament, also said himself, Blimuna Nadunti. You have the right to say Nanadu now, Blimuna, but in Kasana Nadu, you quitted 2 years. And it's not right. Mamin Fakojupu, could you upon design?
Obo Badia Daroma, yet, ensuo na atọ gidigidi everyday Nyankopɔn epedi na ɔyɛ enti yɛde na ate adoma okedi akɔdɛ ɛnɛwama ewiem adwo from ɛwɔ titu ɛne miami komoti kominim baabi deɛ baabi a ne nsuo no nso tɔ yɛ deɛ na memba ɛnkyɛ sonko ɛma miami boss assemblyman wɔn sɛ mesi me ma no yɛakɔ nam saa ma no hyɛ deɛ na wakyia miami senior boss ma ne to ɛnso ama me obo na menya later this sɛ nana agada ɛnsɛ ne sɛ nsɛm a ɛkɔ kɔɔto no yɛyɛ amena wo sɛ wɔdi fɔ eti yɛgyeri no 4 years obo me da kaka na mkwa me da beto me kanta
no jail ni ya sa jail ni ya kwajo boku jail ni ya sa ya fine no 46,000 Ghana cedis se wantimi ntua no beko jail otua onko jail nti a jail term which can translate
obo mahu ni na me da Ghana ejini ya ka Ghana no obo du ba bia ne ya ka emra no enya aduma sama hu da onipa no TV right ontua onye hwe obu amanfo obo na mu kwa kwa sika bi ato no sika de be ya ya be tina to ma mo 46,000 obo ma me aduma bebre bra oye 46,000 ma me no oye ntia na kwa de na ko ana ga ya na gaje so mu di kai eje o mu sika bi ansana o ma di asem na na asa de obo ka we nye sika bi ya ne to ma no we tin so a na ibi ni kru kwa to be twa ka we eje ba se dia na ga na ya kwa e bi ti se ye bani le mo pe kato na wo ye bani ni wie ni do kokoto ye dia e be fa ye fa na utu dia e be ja ma mu e case ya opo ya gan ko je straight because obu Ghana teye pa wo bu ma konkuru Ghana akeye na dia ma me fa no nto because anu dia nza ape neba obo IGP ze tama okaye ejuma pai o ye police ni anazo ya amroba so wo dimi ka obo na chance emi na ze akonfo abu Ghana bebrebe a omu ntimi ntete omu ya na because obi ko wi ade akwa na mimi hu ni za agip ne person tebe normal e wo ba bia eti se ye Ghana nkoni
ose chrono heaven kwa ose heaven kwa na crime yo
enye kata ose apart from heaven like the batia area for na person tebe kai mo ba bia na me papa na Akomea so ka bi ka Ghana yesu ya so na mra nya aduma ya go mra nya hwe ana obi a edi no nana Akomea ose street light kra street light nyina nya aduma ose Ghana ogo na se bia ni se ka o mrani yes ma police ni yes ma I give you more as we dey na one ka apart from heaven kai mo ba bia obo sa mrani yes aduma ana wo se e bia light na ni won kem ti se boss obo e ti na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo o te nko nya na papa ni se mo kan do for ya be se no o ya nyina ya panini o ya police ni panini dan dan se wo ni o ya Ghana ji no de won ti Akufo-Addo da ana se de Akufo-Addo brand no office de obo o dan ma ni ko fi ana ni baby ya Akufo-Addo na ma ni kaka obo Ghana ta se bu ya papa ya kai yenyen chicheni ye wu ba o
okay ya da sikwajo
na dan da mrani dini dia Ghana mrani chini no obo mu ni nyamenya aduma
nyamen council ho 5083049394 5083049394 Nabian Barbering Saloon and Nochi Trading and Cold Store Adaruma ana edi phone segment Ibrahim Oluma Edru so wi ana brother bo achiko na yayako na Samin so ato aso in that order Oluma Epom to say happy birthday to you before I forget na oni mi abeko.
Thank you so much. Opo me da se
na zeze
ma oda na me
Is it who you know who you Oluma and Baudino? I know who namo yes Seba. So anybody if you get a year older, as you get excited, you get older.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ina your commission say who did ya to be the mayor. Emana Moroso, the government now what did ya me Amoroso? Or comedy will be. Was it to know when it ended Amoroso? Was it be a one young quadria? Oh, your enemy will be our own grateful. Ungrateful enemy Pabaya. Would be a dear say when ya Wakoja, it becomes a crook, the justice of the Media Janya cry. And so now you look for it, but the one to me uncle, when it's any pandemic, say defense room. nti de dia no now they are say amanyankopon say ono na aye alhamdulillah opo mi da say opo na a friend say ojam opo duru ebi so amoso mo nya de ma me blame mu kakra eni ke go today no jam program say ne back baby opo ebe tin na me kasa won ti so ojam program so kwa mon kan no ma video to fa de dia eti say mon ti enka 2 days 3 days so kwa mu musa
ojam say ya mane yako ena ye ne na din komo
that day na o kai na o mane yako na no ano no po ni din ko nde say me ojam aka
ene na din komo ofre me ojam got my number and he called me menene kasa amukosi akwala ne ba ni adin na ono me akasa
ko represent Tama Kozago, I'm Chagana for Bob with Trina. I send you a demo Cato Bruno, and I Akufo-Addo. And now Case, police one arrest. Done a secret in Nas and another down Akufo-Addo, only commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces.
Ghana, also Ghana Day.
Oh, I can't Ghana Armed Forces, and then police.
No, Ghana Armed Forces.
Commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces. Young friend, the war security in our Ghana. Security of Ghana and Akufo-Addo Ghana. It's the police need me what say. Where your friend said. No, police
I will Menkase bisa Baumia. No. Okay.
I didn't know Baumia never say on no appointed agent. Never Akufo-Addo no man and appointed agent. And the boss in the Ghana so called commander of Ghana forces. One and the account men in all of Bama. You come men say you come men and many of them go. Kana didn't care. It's the man don't go for the young you call for 30 miles. And you probably go and do it's no cool. Everything Jamino can say, the man don't go for the Boa. Ini deputy friends are Tony friends the people of parliament kwa ba on the cafe na criminals broken criminals to awane enko sumo
just like Mark Wayongo Kai some time ago I was Techima violence beget violence, right?
Okay. Me say aya yen Agyapa sense no Mark Wayongo na Wayongo na sipa konyako.
No, I'm just trying. No, I'm not.
Me silently by election, I was there. Me come papa, any man at Dakar. Me start me in Nana NTP and start here. That day night, I was young cat. Me come and when that very day, just start me in NTP and start. Me never let some dogs and them. Let me cut some dogs too. You cross to let me before
it I didn't mean to take you back, but what I'm saying is that to said you no so can because no Minister for Interior and away IGP into a similar statement, but not to talk of who started it and who reacted. Obisha Siakra, Minister of Interior, you don't say violence beget violence. So may can't afford the whole country say may can't say it is not right. Yeah.
Sebisi aya was no man paying and Akufo-Addo. I'm bored with the there because one any for no Mokai. You see what a team any for no Mokai. What is another thing there? Or be an workers after me that. One Kai because one foul. Open you say nipa. A police one abo mutu a form. Open any pan chance up on a you come more tetimano. Oh, it is only a man paying now. You Bibiane no bo ne na so na wo da sikiti nyina no na bibiane wo bo no aguso a ye na wo pesa e ba o ma
okay yeah that's Oluma dia na pesa bo ma thank you
o po e bi ama nkasa ma dina so a che ba kasa na ma me tu ai one
Oluma
wa do ma da fa ba 2 minutes
Oluma
bye yeah burukra
Ozago you do it ya okay my memory we start na me fa brother Boachi Boachi bom design
no Agyapa mo ye boa kana mai na ya ye wa nyina obi
bro online breaking kakra na yenton kan ba fe dem say you are back online
me say the mama Agyapa mo ye woni ma mi show ni omo kama ho
yeah
so da bi amo ye ti ko ma sam ni ti say ya de ni ti kan the should say again. What the apostle or man more? They say no, and I say, they say, oh, man, I say, a queen go to Ghanaian what empire, slow at the now, what she because medical consulting. It's all to say, a little bit of man more, almost pet or money, no more penny set, but a man. And I think you bear no man more and cost. If you can make an essay, yes, well, you could go to the anymore. Young one pioneer, Emma Ghana, for near Mama Yakopo, also a bonny in Anchena, a bonny for Mobagu Ghana, almost your bonny, almost swag the Pama Ghana, no, Yankopon Chum to Ghana and Fanatuma Pentra.
Yeah, CP, brother Boache, wishing prayers for Ghana, very important. Yaya Pumti saying. Yaya.
Hello.
Yaya Pumti saying.
Lamia Moko.
Bacho Nyanko Pardum Yamu Yama into Minia Bema.
Yo, the guy that bomb that to say a friend for Monica bomb. Oh, yes.
Hey, Bacho, one line, Sami, Raman, and our number ended 38 no Mumubako, noise or Mochimadaruma. Mumi yutumu phone na yenti yanka. Yaya maonesho kakana yanko.
Yo po amsa nini anuma dikaya kabi. Amsa security nsa savana dia. Two of my bi say ana o my no mu ayo. Opo.
Yes sir.
Akomea sama o kan.
Yeah.
Amsa it's a type of politicians me tan dia me to mase.
Yeah.
Say fact no ho no na o kan. That's what I said. One by na was to a bit Yana Nasa. You get to show my money. Street lights are walking over when here. And then important my street lights in our side. Oh, yeah, for the past 2 weeks, I who say empty. I want to say street lights. Here's that. And you will be a cadet. Oh, yeah. Car lights are here. Come was a Pokumasi. Robbery would be CC or light in your protect the tech area home. But you come a month for your robbing it, not for night in the home. And in an Akomea Samaka, my Bona Basso Power Yard. Yeah, this factor, no, if I show money, yeah, the party in our power, and say, or party in our power, and of course, one or two, a bushy and India, dear now, Becca, another one Casapon, dear now, Becca. MPP who of Francisco said they are not publication this and they say they actually require normal. They don't imagine that they don't only betting Niconadio. The same situation that Nicolas who and such an empty a Cassia or my air first one to your mind. Security crisis are sure my air first the apple over as an empty out of Casa Abuan or say I am normal. Ogo my baby or my mother. That's on Nanaga. I said my last topic. I would two on them.
Yeah.
Ogo and never this is here. I said Ghana in Nigeria and Ghana fashion with big happy. And yes, our my me and we see Anthony see other countries. I can the higher more be at television, national television. I think man for the car, a man for my past. I mean, so my way now. Oh yeah, was so attached to the Sumana. What come on, what did man for the car, big one, and to was so about the Sumana coupon. And now, when you're going out, you're not quite good, you're not quite, I say, yeah, dinner, 460,000 Ghana. I think I weigh anything. Opo, I'm not there, I don't know, quite up out, I don't know, in the free honor. Time on my way, you are not giving me a cow, but you are religion, your background of religion, and then my appointments are you, I'm in the free honor. Then send to death. And then I will be kind of nominee, I give you with it. AG nominee, no kind. Yeah. And say a chance here, a sentence of to them. And yet they have no back or to condemn me upon the hooker. You couldn't more from any point or minor crowd, the estate cabo or sample for no mobile. And I said, a more hooker.
Yanzia da CP, Yabema Yaya. Okay, 508-304-9394. Hey, wait, Ben Ekosano. Nabian Barbering Salon, Anochi Trading and Coast to Adaruma, and Ediphone segment. Sami to Asuma, me apum to say. Yeah, Nyamia do me in 9 wedding pa.
Opo me that you bring the radiator so the enquire actually, and then you bring so the boy unity radio for me go my back so papa and the damn that the Tiano. No my Ghana 40 current news in some also Ghana. Namisha. When they met media, they go Ghana. The other higher topic of the day, Ghana, the IGP, some of account. So I didn't really Ghana. And the public, we didn't were discussing, it is that time the man we done a crime. And people are calling from Kofi Amoah to come back as an IGP near the idea. Now, to me, I'm saying the comment no make it's very, very important. They're using the IGP. They're reminding police force and so much on that. I come back to our poor. Maybe the prepare about money, maybe make sure say Ghana to Agyapa criminalism means to call me a tracker, and I say a bit minimize it drastically with the words of former President Akomea. Okay, it is no as an IGP, not the one Jimmy can send the property and Chedana for Bema Nipa Kumatonium. Not that some of which my can say you have in corner crime really or not. There is criminal crime everywhere in the world. Meaning say crime or anything I was Quran could be police. And into kind of IGP so that also new police for the more doing. Nankama Buama, Patayani, idea customer, security, I also Ghana. You be the IGP, who are we leader? The Kala Buama, Yamana, Akko from Kra. But the one to me, message in nothing, some of the other time, a book, some of kind of second of all before. So you have in corner, crime meaning that there's crime everywhere in the world. And Kayi, he being the IGP, and Kayi. And the amount of these are there, I think that he is there on contract. And a contract and human or Ghana. The contract will come terminated as quickly as possible. So, the person of never IGP, never be replacing. Now, I too much. In this, when the person not Akomea because Ghana is too bad. So what man enough from the canon? I am power. Apart from that, you think community and already a person. It's not as well. Okay, like the street like this, street like this, they are not the cases easily by West Legon. Unamwa, the Theatre Hospital, street like Nedima, motorway, street like Nedima. And this is that one is not a conformer from Kapoga or so on, say, almost Dibania. How are you going to catch them or how are you going to identify them? And I know police basic police barrier. I just did a high one, I did any picture. And now we're going to have if they are police barrier, there will be any barrier. Almost say it's only on the court, they be away soon. And so someone and Kamusi will be a book and a phone bank. And so almost because I did the number now much as I say, Ghana and Kwana came into a mobile by home from baby. Police in Nampo, but bulletproof will be. One of the number is or no set of Mukotopano. What the clerk at the own Costa Bank near the Zomokotaban bulletproof Havana. What do you mean? And then we can't you, but because of comments they are making to know. Now and sounding well in the ears of the people. And you may say, Akufo-Addo over Jumayo, so we say what Brea and confront to now for formula because they are also can and you. Okay,
yeah, that's it. Maminfa Raman Apunti saying,
oh, poor me, where power, poor Thomas, where dear.
Yamia Dum, Yansu, pa.
Oh, poor Mamintia, million more, or Moka, wow, no more. A program is a Michel, Namatia. Military chief na say obi bia obese ukoyi katia ta katino uya eno ana sese ma ube sepa na odi oni akire Nadia Babi Salu odi omo katini do muyi mawa katina na sese ma ya no opo Opo mami ko mesem so opo ende Ghana oba areho ana mi niam nyina ekaya no opo bebi a Ghana duru Ghana is yan paibo papa aya ya papa Johnson bo opo bonu papa no eka kande ko pega ne sase ma resign mi ma duma to opo shede ko so efa security and normal so police Pia na obeye IGP fight be na fight pe akadema the police for that say name your party the police for am say who about the bomb yes so yes civilians so you feel who about the boy that say the secret of boy who buy and na omu ye ku omu na wo civilians so am na abonten say so nti you say just for one say na asema obeka ye na nde opia etwa no na ni kwa so obeka sadia no and na so police ni tin koma ya wo mu fam ene awutra mu fam no mu ka ma ko sama oponko awura da ho so mu nipa ene Robert ando ma joma na Agyapa no Robert no mu ni ndisi no mu ni MPP ene fiewura fo no so mu di mu dan mama fo na so for me now get out in the test no obi be tuma be buku test 3 months 4 months with the test ani par dia tuma na oye okoba uni ma tuma oye kana fie ura for obi be tuma be high wo dan o guni par se ni pa no pana eye because today they say ya so much ya be uni na ba for there na for ya police for no ya break security no man say bia dem for the bia and form so me can ya see what to committee awe man dem ya ko train e ma police for ye penini train here e ma train men and do for nim kwa for for nim kwa ya pasu so the control the chinesa abon sector is the body bia eni no minim sa training ni na nti se no ya de na say be for ya be ya for sanko so ni na ya be ya fa ho ni na de say ni na ya boa by say I keep you be can tell me say na ayi hair kura je kura no ayi je wo ayi pasa na no say me say timamfo ya announce timamfo who from the threat papa be general adumano continue here and what my president said continue adumano what you watch and bro within the past region you see kuna mo kwa na sika so ana kuta sika so some not na ma santre region kwa na o plan no be ma ba be just some here na ma sa
Yadasi, thank you very much. Yamin Council Raman and Bachawa number ended 38 in the Tosman Bachawa.
African president.
African president, Apum to say.
Yanaro Communia.
Bachama into.
Na mincha otiefo na mincha endisi for US na mincha tamankodwago bebe obia answer sit like in sound the bere kasi e kan wadana ha mata kama fide nyina ye sell like ba ba do abukiro because over sunyan kra me bebe me sunyan penko ansi nyina dundum enye adwuma no one suppose me na kisi ho oh there dey one time the Ghana Agyapa unama ade so no be fi ka no yam show because kwani fi gina obi onam obi ahu bi se ka ba lati to so aso obi ahu oh te be sere obo eyo ma sere so mo ya no ya ka mi na ko ba family man o ma ko ta o ke tem se MC o da ko tu MC ni as now MC nyam ka yi te be MC oh asa mo su ti on ti hobby MC ti hobby to ka ya ono won ti na ma mi ko ba ni na mi nka fa sa president me say me be can say the name ti man have go o pa bo se ke be ya ka o man shi obi e no be o ti o man ba se o man shi because o man shi ye na ka ho bi o ti ase but anakura ye ka kire ye ho so o kai tama NTV for ko se sa South Africa for ba say o ma training o mu party agent party for kwa for su tutuo ye kan ho asama o man ben amwa oh ne timafo otu a o tere to no ade ti na wanya adwuma bi ama na o pese de na wo be ye because nim de no o tam to na
maybe opeso the way to do because o nim dey o to do to him say be say the Ghana to go obi on your security service dey yen to mo tell say go for where buy mo buy mo for mo na special security mo just for me na do say won dem say side ni po omoko to mo ni protect to ni na for the national security omo wa abaya so aye omo nyina so data forces for before omo ye mo man omo afọ omo nti e ka say ndesa no man e ko so omo di ba mo say betima camera ye what was it na me dey IGP dey me pay am right here because no am say me can catch up IGP we ni tamasun ya man contract 2 years now ya some another contract then say man contract for say abra obi so qualify to say we go 300 so we say ejuma me who IGP o tna she ka sa IGP o tna ma fanyi credit ma police na ko IGP o timi mwaye to krola o baga na ha swira ma yeje do be a to krola ba ko timi furo wa ko ka to krola da ma police say se be o mo fanyi ejuma nti o pam awro be na o badru swira ma o be dey afro no wa jet mu ama abaya de ba wa jet ama police fo we IGP
thank you Nyamenka Mbacho wana ni number 94
thank you for Mami Aba.
Hey Mami Aba Akope, you happen to be our last caller for today's show. What a time to call. Abum design Radio Adumienso ho edin pa my intiwa mami
Ebacho ayene de masam de ense makani ni na wo
messages no ya
but I think IGP de no na mesre ni se mesre na oyeteni
yeah
and send you over maninka how can you say who are the security experts must they rationalize everything and was it be able be here no na I don't in the heat of the moment I'm out for Bekasa because I asked me out Abba, yeah. And as a police officer, no, you come and allay our fears.
Yeah, no.
You come and allay our fears. But so we don't so be rationalize. Now, can send you say, and yeah, try you. I think about Monday, yeah, you know, say almost that we don't respect the police. Say, as a chief police officer, Umasa or Transria, how can people respect the profession you are in? And to your best friend, never be over. I am more meka to the general public because I na at a try you. And to your best friend, the police is some year. Yes, me said that me catch on to the first strike. Your hospital the first strike.
Yeah.
Then they have encroached all the land. Almost see estates. Almost see clearance. Almost see maybe mukra by inside. And we are not safe. Because of women are telling your
yeah.
They do the work as late as 12 a.m. in the.
They did the work. They did the work at what time?
At 12 a.m. They start working from evening about 10 p.m. And they have heavily armed policemen who are guarding them with one guard near there. Sometimes you even hear gunshots at night. We want a security post in the hospital. Hospital now SCB. What's a police for them now? A brother do a mukwa almost in near them, so they want the hospital to provide equipment before they will dispatch policemen to come. Into dining, what they say, I die, I see, me. And we feel say we are not safe anymore in the hospital. We and our patients, because of the night, no security personnel to guard you. If something happens right now, over to I don't know who Johnny and I who patient in the
yeah.
I don't see the SSA strike in the Ghana police from Amonia Bibi. na enye sadia mbese na pada so ya tun me na
we hope for the best. We hope that they will resolve it amicably because Moto Pantan Government Hospital munama Kofi na yenuanom a omo hia moa sese moboa omo no na omo so no yaye omo dan nti na naba ana moa yesrew woni Pantan Government Hospital for nurses no munya da ajega munya botre kakra mai.
They should just word from President Akomea time, and the Yakuma wants to ask they should come and wall the hospital for us. Yaka. There's so many exits and then entrances to the hospital. Sometimes we go there 1 a.m. No motorbike, and then you don't know where the motor rider is coming from. Sometimes Obi Kutaka staff fee, maybe Baba and the Yabesia near the car, Yabono, your plan. Yaka we na ya reported several times. Ina encourage ya. Just say ya tun hospital ni dia. Omo beti enka opo ya da oni na binyejuma.
Yedawa CP Nanaba Nkuma all the way from Ghana Government Hospital Pantai. Nana Yedasi, but once I make I saw your last caller, but still 2 people have come. Some more be 1 minute, 1 minute. I have about 6 minutes to leave the studio. Thanks for calling all the way from Pantai Government Hospital, Ghana.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, sorry. You were going to make a point, but unfortunately, me bacha wa number ending 54. No, we are na deal with ma 54. Why? I would file. I would just 1 minute. Your time, no kopa. I would file online munye chow who ye online very bad. Yeah, I think say kakra my into quick. Your time na so cry.
Quick.
File online munyo. I would do online munya cry. Yeah, your line is very bad. Okay. Thank you very for your understanding. Nana dia wo Worcester family na pom to say. Yeah, right in here dini nana. My intio.
I give you I call heaven abada. I give you I call heaven about my can yes you have change. Ghana kwa na Ghana police. Ikinika say I give ikinika say having kwa na boni. Everyone will order. Oh, democracy is dead. So who said this sanity on your glasses here?
Yeah.
Joe Biden is begging for democracy to be alive. I don't know so what pay attention.
Yes, they say I'm not sure on Russia. Me I'm not sure on Putin meeting or Putin high press conference.
Democracy is dead. Now people are loving how many China for Nigeria. If you want to near to say, Ubia bet maybe the idea, Ubia ba no obedience and watching. Na police ni àwọn bomb ma ho ban ti ka say heaven ko na police Ghana den dey order ni Sodom na agada oni pa bokro no say and na we are see say emre timi ma ohie ni ye mopo mra em ohie ni ye mopo ma sabi just obi ni wo ha no nu hu kra say sabi wo ye hie ni obi edi boni enti say sika we dey hunya enti wo mo bomb ko no ma report no I'm come logging now. I'm shit the car, man. I mean, I do think of na. 40-something thousand.
46,000.
Just a music and this guy Omuji, the ama only be na so almost about Agyapa.
No, yeah, call to find out the Ojima buying.
Ojima buying. No, logic complain. Music and the no.
Says the chair question and then you'll be on a launchy complaint. A buying tax force for the corner so ye TV without license.
Okay, oh, pretty without license. I think now fresh will be beyond my biano. By report. No one to franchise man.
Meda CP nana dear wu abusuya de jumadi ni siaba mamenkai Worcester for very important announcement. Yenu aba ohima oye ye 26 of June. Said yaka na yesisu no. 26 of June. Enana yenu aba ohima na ye no ko ye wo 30 Anna Street. 30 Anna Street Orthodox Church Center bebia mrante hini ye ne program no bad. Said ye na no yedi kan aka chem na yesisu bio no. for some reasons nti say omoma Ghana for nye program ho nti yenu aba ohima yie no ya sesa biaye venue na nke ye no timo nhya no so man eye ni ba so 26 ne the date ne the intact yen sesa date no the same 26 na nemum venue no ye they call Armenian Cultural Center I know 34 Boynton Street WPI for hall na she inside honem say Armenian Cultural Center na Armenia hall there Ghana ni bia nim ho ose memenda no say the nim no enyumre no so kopem donko aye no 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and na ye dress code black and red. Sunday no de ye call Indian Center Indian Center no 152 Main Street Shrewsbury India Center there no or say dress code near casual for lunch on Sunday enti moma yensha so na no 2 to 10 p.m. 2 to 10 p.m. Nemum Saturday na ye na nkasa ne de me ba cho se de di kan no date no intact yensesa date the same date 26th of June 26th of June memenda we are ebano ne na otwe memenda we are ebano ne na otwe ti yenu aba ohima ne maame ayi na ye no 26th of June no date ne de yensesa no nemum biaye venue ana yasesa na fi 30 Anna Street at about 34 Boynton Street and no Armenian Cultural Center timoma yensha so na yintumi nkota yinu ba ohima ene ne hokani John Addo echi na omo enkra yen maame yen adie nyina wa fi mu outside surprisingly ohima maame ne me maame with the same name me maame de akua free ohima so maame de nana akua afriye ageman onyamfia duosi anan timoma yenchiro don chire nua ba ohima abra oye ne maame yi ti misro wotia na onso waka chire unua say ohima yi ake e 26 me de be na otwe no yasesa no venue no has been changed from Anna Street at the Aba Armenian Cultural Center and Armenian Hall 34 Boynton Street. Sanso and at 26 na yemfanto monim say you abema I call SDA dudu na nim krom ha se friend assemblyman na yere ene Salome na Salome papa akanchene egu opani John Kojo Apia akanchene egu na nyame ya aduma 26 na yenu aba ohima ye na yi no saadi na yenu aba Salome so na yi ono no ewo 67 Vernon Street SDA4 sorry dan no baby a omo hall no wono baby omo di omo juma na omo ye event no eho na yenu aba Salome yi no so ekoso assemblyman opokuba ono ne asewa ene otie yipa so na yenu aba Salome so ene eba neja eja no ya ti abusu mama yensha so kire se enwumre no nwotwe kopim ahemnachi dumienu 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. ena yeko yenuaba Salome ni papa eyi ewo SDA asori dem ho ti moma nyina o se dress code ni red and black inti we de eni yenuaba ohima de ne fa aya usually no mo amoye yi especially ye ni shiada kwa aya amunhwe se obi fly di kan ba we de adesrew nyese wo hye aya amunhwe na dress code no enye baako na aya na amanfo bre. Some people don't even come to certain programs because of the beer. A year miensa, we see black and red, we see all white, we see black and intiesa. Obiti fanta gugu. Sometimes people become so inconvenient to the point is that I na ma yenu kokra ye din nti okoba ku wi na ba ku dress code okono betuma obi ho a onfa ho beba obi ho nso a bonza na o ama nti se eyene kokhia saade a disrede ya na ma dress code na ye pe na aboa yen on se yin na ye nipa ba ku ukwa na wakwa ha nti dress code ne ba kwa free a na otumi akwa na no me kai se me ko program bi na ntade miensa na gu me kam a hangi esa na me ye be menti kwa de the convenience of changing here easy kakra ba oba you can imagine so nti to da na edin nti yesrem we de nsagu yensa we de happily enough 26th of June dress code near back red and black eda mu nyina ase samo ya ma na efefe nti yenu aba Salome yakọ ni yenu aba ohima nso ma yakọ 26 ye nyina ebeba ni aba abe time ochi said ye yeno no Worcester ya abusuan baako one family one big family eyonu ado ti mo ye nyina nkyere odo na yenkota abusuanfo omo adofo no mo afiri mo achi said ye Bible no ka se omo musuan ni omo nsu omo mo sere nsuan ni omo nsere. With that said, now ye kai mu say nyame ya adom so a 22nd ekopim eye 25th. The Apostle General Reverend Sam Kranchankra and Royal House Chapel to Safre Christopher Nejidifo nyina se Papa Eba Krum Reverend Sam Kranchankra nti obia enjebre na debia manuchu kan say if you are taking real men of God nyame asofo mo ye nyame adwuma pa ontimi nyimiensa ewo Ghana abra omo Reverend Sam Kranchankra dim say ni dini de wa onim say he's a renowned man of God nyame ayadom oba Massachusetts 22nd July to 25th July timoma ye nyina yenje pene na yenje bre na oba yakuhia no akogi nyame nsem nyansa ne nimde na yetumi ede abo yembra na aso nyankopon so ani nyame nhira mu nyina se mobeye sa abusua ha na brebe mai kwan na yede dwumade nyina aba na wiye kai se Rich Way Auto School Adaroma ana yede nkranhyesem ye motivational message ebremo weather report no Dan Auto Repairs, the heavyweight champion, and I saw yasne. Agudie Munsem was brought to you by Anochi Chrome Restaurant, Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon, the CEO Bakope, Asamas Trading, and Papa Fee, and a super cleaning services, and the Utua, Ghana ni Unihao, junk, and local removal, na unkonya bibia, pekakra rent, it said, you holla, and Ghana news we BB Super Cleaning Services Limited wasem and I make catch so taichi and the agudi unsambromo. The political discussions was brought to you by Danko African Market, KM Ralph Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, and of course Vernon Women's Health Services and phone insegment Nabian Barbering Salon and Nochi Trading and Cold Store and Daruma and yedi ebramo. I couldn't have done this without especially your viewers, your listeners, and more mufreni na nyamwa program bieniho, but many thanks go to the one and only Manucho Maganda Margarita La Molina Mimpemi Hwasem Worcester, Massachusetts, Working Encyclopedia Mongolia nyame ya adomochna anopa yesan mu be shebio yamamu nyina monitia adehye baka say na Wednesday about 6:30 to 8:30 bacho T radio Truth to Heaven Ministry at the, you know why I like their program, and they say Bible teachings. I maybe teachings more, you know, ye chrew now tias ye now kind now wa hunu bi. So until then you may 6:30 to 8:30 make date with Edu Amankwa, ye papa Edu Amankwa, ye mama Lois Edu, any yen sister Philomena, and you may almost Truth to Heaven Ministry at the Bible in church, bro, 6:30 to 8:30. So make a date na ETB. Yanko na yankofa Peace 104.3 major news bulletin no in free Ghana emfa emremo. Yadamu nyina se emamu nyina monitie deshe nyame yadwo chna yesan mu bihia near the foforo e de abrem. Opo National still remains my name. I'm out.
Unity Radio.